Hi everybody. Sorry for the delayed chat. I had to hit the formulator real quick, haha. Gonna make my social posts and then we'll be fully here. Yeah, the formulator. It's like the cycler or the cobulator. Hey.
It's the last day of 2024. If anyone wants to admit they have a crush on me, now is the time to tell me so I can continue being completely oblivious to it.
Hey,
You know what's
I have
funnier
something
than
to tell you.
2024? 2025.
What's up, Kepler?
I have always, you. Boy, I hope you heard what I said clearly and will not be oblivious to my feelings.
I think you're neat, too. Thanks for being one of my dearest friends.
Do you mean dearest, Ryu?
Wogamba. Thank you, buddy. Lexi, thank you so much.
Explain what?
I'm muted, streamer, you're muted. I know, I see chat, I see you scrolling, I see you scrolling there. I see y'all scrolling frantically, I know, I wouldn't mute on accident. What are you thinking? Who do you think I am, huh? Some kind of muter streamer? Some kind of streamer who mutes at the intro of her special holiday sanctuary stream? No! No, I'm not, I would never do that to you. I would do it to myself, but I would not do it to you. So gamers, hi! Thank you so much for the bits, Mexi. Thank you so much for the resub, Kaizad. I really appreciate you, dude. What do I even say? Why did Slimin let us see through? Oh, I messed up my shaders. We could fix that maybe on stream. That's a thing involving the blending from the I tested everything except for that. That's a thing involving the blending in the Poyomi shader. We're learning about that. We're learning about that today. Okay. This is a problem I used to have with the orb, actually. We can fix this. We can fix this. This is something I can maybe fix on stream, but maybe I'll fix after stream. I don't know. But just pretend he's reflective today, huh? He's a little mirror boy. He's a little muddy mirror. He's reflecting the rest of the room to you guys.
I actually have a camera behind Hepper that projects an image of what's behind her on my body.
It's true. It's called active camouflage. You won't be able to defeat Hesper unless you can defeat her active camouflage. You need to disrupt it somehow, Snake.
I'm reflective in every sense except the introspective kind.
Try an EMP of some kind. So gamers, hi! Thank you so much for the hype train.
Attack from behind.
Attack from behind. So number one, we had some questions. Some lore questions. And I can I can introduce you to some lore answers if you want to hear about the lore. But I want to start by saying hi to everybody. Hi, everybody. Welcome in. It's wonderful to see you. Happy New Year in advance. Welcome to the third and final yearly, queerly, kinda dearly holiday sanctuary. This is a series of streams that I do during the holidays because they're a very difficult time for me, and I know they're a very difficult time for... What was that? A very difficult time for a number of people. And so I wanted to create this series of streams specifically so that we could, like, I don't know, get a break from the family obligations, from the stresses of the holiday. New Year's tends to be a more fun kind of holiday for everyone because it tends to be more of like a party and less about like mandatory thankfulness or mandatory blood relations and Christianity, because God has saved me from Christians during Christmas. But I will say that it is still a bit of a rough holiday for some folks, so we do a final holiday sanctuary on New Year's when we can. Tomorrow I've got plans with Positivity. I would normally do it New Year's Day, but Positivity kind of takes precedence in this case. They're my beloved friends, and I want to spend New Year's with them. So instead, we're doing a little sanctuary stream today, which is what we're doing right now. So hello everybody. It's nice to see you. If you don't know me or if you forgot, my name is Hesper, Lumina, Lightwing, Lasiduous, Temporaria, Alexandria, Mimi, Muet, Choco Taco, Hydro Puncher, everything was better than expected. First try, perfect timing, 10 minutes later, Taco Cloth. I just want everyone to be okay, Lilyhoof, but you can call me Hesper or Lumina for short. Those are both fine. And the lore has changed, and that's okay. I am the level 1 NPC Faun Witch. I'm the proprietor of Atelier Lumni. I'm currently getting a bunch of organs thrown, a lot of organs thrown at me. Wait, Fatagan, thank you for 1,000 bits! Holy cow! That's really sweet of you, Fatagan. Thank you so much. Pride flag to you too. That's 1,000 pride bits. That's... Listen, I get like 1 bit an hour, usually? Which is like, you know, I'll be like, hey, you got games on your phone? I'll put myself down here, I'll be like, you got games on your phone? I'm gonna play Bubble Bobble. You know? And that's a bit that I do. And that's 1,000 bits in one shot! That's so funny. That's so funny. The whole joke is that the word is bit. Fuck, what's that? So, hi Magna, hello! Thanks for the dodgeball to the face. And thank you for not making me take away your power shot. Thank you for using it responsibly. I appreciate you. I've made some visual changes to my model, and unfortunately, I introduced a bug. To Sliman, so just please pretend he's reflective for the time being until I can fix this. Because we could fix it on stream, but my workspace for that model has a bunch of other people's models on it that I don't have permission to show. So, like, maybe couldn't fix it on stream without, like, showing their stuff without permission. I don't want to do that. So, instead, we're just gonna have Sliman be a little mirror boy today. He's extra shiny. He's glistening. He's got a glisten to him. He's gonna make a bunch of little baby slimes, and it's beautiful. Nature's really beautiful, you know? Nature's beautiful. Like that. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day. Thank you so much for joining me for the Holiday Sanctuary.
You should all reflect on this.
Oh, shut up, you little asshole. So, thank you all for joining me today. I am really excited to do this stream, because I love these streams very much. I want to show something off, though. I'm going to show off a piece of work that Magna just did. Magna surprised all of us yesterday with an incredible piece of art, and I'm going to share it with you today because you may not have seen it, because you might be familiar with Positivity. Positivity being the VTuber group that I belong to, that we founded together, myself and my greatest friends in the world. We all got together and we did this. Wait, not that. That's the wrong video. We did this.
Hey, I'm Bancha. Are you trying to fill up my heart meter?
Let's have some good quality fun.
The best saving throw is staying positive. You and me, we saving the planet. Let's go, baby.
Music is the proof of courage, and I have plenty of that.
So that is our super cool trailer video. That was made by my friend Jatazo, who's wonderful. I think of him a little bit like a big brother. He's really cool. He's been big help to me. He's been really sweet to me, and he's really, really very kind. And he put that video together for us in like 3 days when we needed it for the launch, and we hadn't gotten started on it yet. We went to him with like an emergent request, and we're like, "Hey man, I'll pay you extra money. Please do this thing." And he was like, "Yeah, I got you." And he banged that thing out in like 3 days. It's so good. And so we formed a little group called Positivity. And Positivity is our VTuber group. We try to put a positive spin on things. We try to keep spirits high even when things are sad, you know? Not toxic positivity where like no bad vibes allowed. It's more like we all came together and we're kind of bonded by drama. All of us have had not an easy time of things in life, and so that's sort of like a lot of our friendship is about getting through the hard times together and keeping our chin up, keeping our heads above water, and helping elevate one another. And so this is kind of our vehicle for...
Bad vibes allowed, but we don't let those bad vibes define us.
I mean, speak for yourself, Simon. I'm 40% bad vibe by volume. I'm fake. So, meanwhile, in the antimatter universe, give me a sec here. I gotta, it's not in my recent files anymore because I did so much work yesterday. It's in one of these folders. It's in this folder, Thank you so much for the hype train, gamers. I really appreciate you. You opened up with a hype train.
On top of spaghetti, all covered with cheese. I lost my poor meatball when somebody sneezed. It rolled off the table and onto the floor. And then my poor meatball rolled out of the door.
And then my poor meatball rolled out of the door. That's called an orchiectomy, and it's a very common surgery for trans women. Whoa, Luna! Luna, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in. Welcome in, raiders. It is wonderful to have you. My name is Hesper, Lamina, Lightwing, Lasiduous, Temporaria, Alexandria, Mimi, Moet, Taco Taco, Hydro Puncher, everything is better than expected. First try, perfect timing. 10 minutes later, Taco Cloth. I just want everybody to be okay, Lilith, but you can call me Hesper or Lamina for short. Welcome in, Luna, Desacobal. Wait, let me greet you properly. Desacobal! Desacobal! Oh, I'm gooey. Oh, you got me with the wild magic potion before I went kobold. Oh, okay, well, I'm slime bold. Hi, Luna! Welcome in. I hope you had a wonderful stream. How did it go? How was your stream? What'd you get up to? Tell me about it. I hope you're having a wonderful time. I hope you're having a really good day. I'm about to show off something from the antimatter universe. Negativity! We have a Ken Dullingham, the dude bro muscle mancer, the Western Dragon. We have Buncha, a man who was cursed with foxmanity and is now forced to interchange the washers. See, he works at a laundromat. And we've got Mecha Delinquent, the time-traveling cat girl from the past. And she's come to drop car batteries into the ocean and destroy the environment. We have Modern Mayhem, a big, angry, loud fella who punches everything and is in every video game ever, but as like a little boss. And then Helper! Helper, who is the demon VTuber. And she's a nurse, and she'll fill up your hearts with black hearts, evil hearts you can't refill.
Are you from Negate Vermont?
This is some incredible art by Magna that he surprised us with in our server yesterday. I adore this so much. Yeah, Bancha, I want models or PNGs of these so bad. Oh, Modern Mayhem is a kangaroo, excuse me. He's instead of a koala, he's a kangaroo. Gamers, Magna's so fucking powerful. Magna is so fucking powerful, you guys, you have no idea. If Modern Mayhem is a kangaroo, why would he punch? Kangaroos punch? That's a thing they do. Do I sense an April 1st stream idea? I would want to do it more than once. I wouldn't want to do just one a year. I would want to do it like multiple times. If I had the Helper model, the demon, can you imagine? You fools. Hey, heroes. Welcome in. I could be like real villainous all the time. That would be such a fun vibe. Imagine if I was a villain VTuber. Be like, hey, heroes. It's nice to see you for my cursed New Year's stream. Or we get twisted and fucked up and say mean things about people we care about. Haha. Like Bancha, I think he's really bad and stinky. Not very good at that. So negativity. Thanks, Magna. I really appreciate you, dude. I have so much to talk about. Hi, Luna. Welcome in. I hope you had a good stream. How'd you do? What'd you get up to? Really appreciate you coming in. Thank you so much for the raid. And Luna's community. Hi, it's nice to see you. It's nice to meet all of you if I haven't met you already. It's wonderful to have you. He won't have taken a shower since the previous year. The only solution to this is to be in the shower when the clock strikes midnight tonight. So make sure you're in the shower. There's gonna be a bunch of us hanging out IRL. We're gonna have to all cram in the shower together. Otherwise, some of us are gonna be stinky and won't have bathed since last year. It's unavoidable. We're gonna have to all huddle together in the greenhouse shower. You made Fox Sparks inspired by the cloudy paintbrush from Neopets for your Pal World mod. I know what Neopets is. I know what the cloudy paintbrush is. I don't know what Fox Sparks is, but I'm gonna assume it's the one that looks like Furret. But I think that's Ice, actually, right? The one that looks like Furret is an Ice Pal. I don't know anything about Pal World. I've never played it, actually. That sounds rad as hell, though. Modding is like really, you're doing the God's work. You're giving us the alternate realities that could have been. You're like Siva Gunner, but visual. I appreciate that about you, Luna. You're very talented.
Hello, I love you.
Hello, I love you too, Printers. Hi. Gamers, say hello to the Hod Me Dod Mod Me Dod, 3 feet of felt fluff and fury. That's Printers. She's my girlfriend. She's an incredible creator. I love her a ton. And she's one of the people who helped launch this stream. So please go check her out on twitch.tv as well. You could do that if you wanted to, to make Printers happy. Because that's a really cool thing to do. As for me and Misa both own it, I will play it with you if you want to in the next year. It's got multiplayer, right? It's got pretty compelling multiplayer, so I don't like guns that much. Okay. I don't like guns all that much, so stuff with like realistic kind of gunplay isn't really my vibe. I like fantasy guns. Fantasy guns are cool, like sci-fi guns. I love them. I love them to death. Give me a big box with a visible plasma coil that vents steam and goes when it shoots. Like, I'm down for that. I love that stuff. But give me something that like ejects shell casings and has smoke and loud sounds and muzzle flashes, and I'm like, I don't like it that much. BFG, more like based FG. Oh, you're so right, Tag. You're so right, and you should say that. In fact, you should say that all the time. Tag's new tagline, based FG. Gamers, Tag the Otter is here. Say hi to Tag the Otter. I don't know if you know this dude, but he's a delightful little fella. He's an advocate for taking care of your body. He's a wonderful creative. He's been a very good friend to me. And sometimes when I'm having a rough day, he'll reach out and be like, hey, do you want to come hang out? And I'll be like, I feel kind of shitty. I might be quiet. He's like, get over here, you idiot. And I'll hang out with Tag for a little bit, and he'll always cheer me up. He's such a good dude. Tag is basically the drop in Casino Night Zone? Casino Night Zone. Spring Yard Zone, damn it. No, Casino Night is the other one. You DM'd me on Bisky in case I want a reference as to what a Fox Sparks is. I'm curious, I confess. I'm curious, I confess. Da, 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 da. Oh, cool. Okay. It's okay, so it's more similar to Vulpix, Which apparently in the Pal World lawsuit, some of the artists were saying that like the directors really wanted them to look more like Pokemon and the artists really wanted to make original stuff. Can I show this? Can I show your cloudy fox sparks? Luna, can I put this on screen? Can I do this art tax wise? Excuse me. Okay, here we go. Boop! Look at that! Cloudy paintbrush fox sparks! Luna, your work is really good. Look at that, it's so clean. I love it, I love it. Well there, my name's Chelly, and I'm your pal. Okay, I'm gonna go use some electric magic nail. Goodbye, like a cloud. Okay, goodbye. Are you gonna eat the last of those potatoes? No? Okay. I'm gonna eat them. Oh, okay, goodbye. I can fly now. That's Fox Sparks! That's a cloudy paintbrush Fox Sparks by Luna Bold. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in.
It's Macho Madness.
It's Macho Madness. I don't know the reference. It's a Game Grumps thing, right? So anyway, it's nice to see you all. Thank you so much for joining. Do I want to see an extremely dapper boy? I do want to see an extremely dapper boy, yes. Yes, I do. I have some questions, some outstanding questions about lore and character, and I think they're relevant because discussing things like the fairy situation and why that's happening is very important. Some of that you're going to have to wait for the lore video, but I know some folks are maybe a little confused, justifiably and understandably. So I want to talk about that too, and I want to show some stuff. But would anyone say no to a dapper boy? I don't think so. You seen it? Okay, here. Let me pop in here. Holy shit, a dapper boy. Oh, holy shit, he's on fire. Please don't worry, cause I can always put it out. Oh, look at that guy! Hey, dapper boy, can you do me a favor? Oh, what's that, dapper? Can you do a flip? Oh, of course I can do a flip. Whoa! Oh! I did a flip. Wow, you did such a good job. Yeah, thank you. Okay, I gotta go lay down now. Oh, he's been having a hard time since he had COVID, but he's recovering. He's on the road to recovery, so he'll be back to 100% in no time. Luna, I really appreciate you sending me that. Thank you so much for sharing that with me. Yeah, he can do a backflip, but he's got to take care of himself first. So. There was an automaton practice earlier? Was there? Oh, okay, hold on. Automaton practice, redeem. You know, it's funny, because I've been working with some musicians recently. I've been chatting with some musicians about getting another piece of music composed. I really want to go with Shady. If Shady reaches out to me, I will probably be like, hey, I'm gonna go with Shady on this one. But he's going through some stuff IRL, so I think he's probably not available for commissions right now. But I do have some, so I have been listening to and breaking apart and linking Lumi a lot. Which, for those of you who don't know, if anybody doesn't know, Lumi is the stream theme song. Lumi is the theme song for the stream. It was composed by Shady Cicada, and it's this song, which you've definitely heard. So this is Shady Cicada. Go follow him on Twitch.tv. He streams over there. He's a really fun guy. He's super funny, kind of one of those effortlessly charming dudes. And he banged this song out. This was the first draft. Yeah, first time hearing it. Magna's never heard it before. Magna has just got ears. Look at his design. He's a frog. He doesn't have ears. Frogs can't hear anything. It's so sad. This is your first time hearing it? Really?
Shady got the song first try.
Is it actually? The song rules. I'm gonna turn it up and listen to it. I own the rights to this song, so I can stream it on my own channel. And then the melody kind of comes in. On a cookie. It's got a little bit of that kind of vibe. But then it does this like kind of counterpoint there to itself. Little harmony. You hear the bass line descending there, and then we go to a little bridge. Shady plays the guitar here. This is live guitar. This isn't samples. And then it goes crazy. You hear the peekly deedlies in the background? So good. It sounds doubled. Oh, is it doubled? I should have turned off my desktop audio for this. Sorry. Hey, that's Lumi! So I've been requested to play an automaton. Well, what is an automaton? I'll show you what an automaton is. I'm going to get an image for you. And then I'll show you what an automaton is. An automaton is a little guy. Can I save this image? It's a WebP, but maybe it'll work. An automaton is a little guy that looks kind of like a music note, and it's like a little musical toy. And they were all the rage for a little bit, much like VTubers got kazoos. VTubers also got automatons, right? And so an automaton has a little pressure-sensitive touch strip and a little mouth that goes wah 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 when you hold it. So you hold it a little bit like left hand holds the touch strip and the right hand holds the mouth. And when you press the touch strip, wow, I'm gonna just disable my tracking entirely for this. When you press the touch strip, it plays a little musical note. And there's no frets, there's no markings, there's no way to be clear what note you're pressing. And it takes a great deal of training and practice, much like playing a violin, which I don't have the practice. I mean, I do have a violin, I don't know how to play it. And so there's a little mouth on the other hand, so you can kind of go. And so you can make some interesting sounds with an automaton. I have one, in case you didn't catch that already. And automaton practice is a redeem you can throw off like once an hour on the channel that will make me attempt to play a song. So here you're going to make me play a song whose first 4 notes are a full octave jump. Which is Lumi by Shady Cicada. So let me try to find. There's our key. It doesn't go low enough. Hold on. Maybe I can. That's too high. Nope, we gotta play in the middle range. It's not gonna be great. It's not gonna be great, gamers. I hope you know this. I hope you're ready for this. Ready for me to destroy my own theme song? There it is. I assure you I know the notes. I can't. And then the little guitar. God damn. This is... You did this. You did this to me. Okay, we're done. We're done. We're done. We're done with that. That's enough of that. That's more than enough. That's more than enough of that. Gamers, Wow. Okay. Thank you so much for that. We're gonna heal this real quick. We're gonna heal this real quick. We're actually, you know what? Hold on. Let me. Give me a sec. Making a chiptune rock. We're just gonna go ahead and we're gonna play a video. We're gonna play a video right now. I'm gonna capture it on screen and we're gonna watch a video. I hope y'all are interested in watching a video about the making of a song, which I haven't really gotten to show on the channel before. But it does exist, and it is real, and I need to move my Twitch controls over here. Studio mode. We're gonna do this. We're gonna pull up my little YouTube capture, my little YouTube capture, and we're gonna crop this, and we're gonna play a video from Shady Cicada's YouTube. Because we're gonna heal that thing that I just did to you with a little bit of actual music talent. It's like a 7-minute video. We're just gonna, but that includes the song at the end.
Could it be? Is this content on this channel?
So to be clear, Shady posted this on his channel a little over 2 years ago. This is the making of video. This is gonna reference my old channel name, but this is his making of video he made for the song, which is linked here, incidentally, if you're curious.
Crazy. Hey, wow, I'm back and I'm making things for a little bit again. I don't even know what I'm titling this video yet, to get all of your attention and make you watch this. I'm just messing. This track was commissioned by a very cool person by the name of Ushimimi, who you could find on twitch.tv/UshimiMiTV. So yeah, welcome back to another one of these where I make the thing and I show you the thing and maybe you enjoy the thing. So I used a bunch of programs to make this, but I bought this one called Insidious that I used for most of the sounds you're gonna hear here, and it's really, really good for the style. The first thing I did was add these little diddly piddlies, whatever you want to call it, just happy little notes, you know? The next thing I did was get a simple bass line to follow up with that, just something that would fit and keep it kind of happy.
It's a good bass line.
And happy scale is something that I don't usually do, not because of a preference. It just happens that way. I promise you, I'm not like inner sad boy all the time.
You are inner sad boy.
Drums to make a little pop punk or I don't know, whatever.
This channel knows all
but then I decided to add a whole other drum set and just put them together to make it more punchy. That Moto
percussion feels good.
Be very proud of the amount of chunk going on here. I also had these staccato-y feeling synths in the back to kind of just fill it out more. Just I
really like these.
And of course,
those kind of give it a fantasy
apparently
vibe.
Play guitar or something, who knows? I added some guitar to it.
Hi, Paige. Welcome in.
Put that all together, you get something a little funky.
Something a little funky, right? Whoa.
Now that's all fun, but
that doesn't work correctly on this model.
So I got a little scrimblow lead here. I don't even know what that fully means. Twitch has ruined me on www.twitch.tv/ShadyCicada.
I introduced a bug.
I have these. I just have this nice cool lead. It's got basically all these bottom ones here. These bottom notes don't matter. They're mainly there so the note kind of it's basically telling this top note to like have a bendy kind of thing to it. Like it bends up into it. You'll see. Look.
Well, we'll have to fix that bug later. I got 2 bugs. I did a bunch of work on the
video gamey enough, right? And I even have like a little harmony to go with it at certain parts, so because you gotta reel them in. Put that all together.
Gotta reel them in. You know what? I feel like
feeling like I just chugged 10 game fuels. Game fuels? G fuel.
Game fuels.
Damn. Over in this section, I realized I wouldn't be hot anymore if I stopped playing guitar. I'm messing. But I did add a guitar lead, and just a little basic.
Yeah, I'm feeling it. Feeling the black hair vibes. It's the model I had when I commissioned this.
So the next part is kind of the main melody, the chorus, if you will. And
hello,
the way
Anxious
I came
Optimism.
up with it was
Welcome
I took
in.
a shower and I realized, damn, Melee fans are missing out. No. I'm messing. I love Smash. But no, I decided that the little piddly diddlies that I keep repeating throughout the song would be remixed into the main melody, just played a little differently. So here's the normal version.
See, this is what I used to look like.
And then if you take the lead one here, you'll hear it's a little different.
Yeah, this is Shady Cicada.
See, it changes up over here, but you still see that there's like it's still like a motif of it. And then I decided to go with a good...
So Shady is a goddamn genius. I hope you guys know this. Shady Cicada is a goddamn musical genius. This is a musical genius, man. This was his first draft of the song. He sent it to me and I was like, no, it's 10 out of 10. Absolutely perfect. Gets me completely fucking hyped. I commissioned this song from him a little over 2 years ago to be my stream theme song. He's increased his rates now. And I reached out to him again about a new one, but he's going through some stuff I saw on his Twitter. So like, he's probably not going to take the commission, which it bums me out a lot because I really liked working with him. But he's an extraordinary musical composer. He's got a really good sense of things like, melody and counterpoint and harmony. He makes these videos. I found him like 7 or 8 years ago. Because he made like making an anime intro in 10 minutes or whatever. 10 out of 10 composer. His compositional chops are off the goddamn charts. They're through the roof. And so,
good old chromatic dropping progression?
Depression. Hear that bass?
Ooh, that sounds cool.
The way it goes down there.
Ooh.
It's so good.
Cool. And all of a sudden the piddly diddlies become the big biddly.
They become the big biddly. Okay, so they stay the same. I'm told this is called root movement and counterpoint, where the melody stays the same, but the bass drops down and changes the key while the melody stays the same. And it creates this kind of strange, like emotional movement in the music. I'm learning about this kind of stuff. I don't know like a ton about it, but that's what he does in this song.
I don't know what I'm saying. You guys want to hear the song? Because I'm done.
So here's the song without doubling it.
Lumi, and it's going to be on Spotify and iTunes and all those other things.
Available
so stay tuned and look in the description for, links and stuff. All right, here we go.
So here's my stream theme song, as put together by Shady Cicada. Hi, Moosin. It's a goddamn pop. Also, I want to be clear, having talked to some other artists and heard some other samples, there's a couple of good folks in my DMs right now with really talented music, but I've listened to a lot of stuff lately. And I've seen people's rates. And I'm starting to feel like I robbed this man. I'm starting to feel like I way underpaid him for the quality of music he put out. To be fully clear, I think I could probably recreate that song from memory at this point because I've listened to it so many times. Neko, thank you so much for the sub!
I apparently subbed a year and a month ago and finally took your advice and just streamed OK.
I
That's
saw!
all your cool kobold robot.
I saw! I'm so proud of you, Neko! Congratulations! I'm so sorry I couldn't drop in. I'm so sorry I couldn't drop in. Oh, that's why everything's broken. Okay, hold on. I gotta restart my stream deck. I can't change my scenes. Stuff breaks when you use 6 different programs to do your VTubing. Sometimes stuff just breaks. Sometimes stuff just, like, loses its connection. And that's fine. That's fine. That's okay when stuff breaks, right? We love it when stuff Wow, it's really broken, huh? What? I think I might have to restart OBS to fix this, and that's not really an option while I'm streaming. I might have to do some stuff manually.
I dropped the bass on the floor. Oh no.
No! Diggy, the bass drop! Diggy, how could you drop that bass? How could you drop that bass? It sounded like fucking fire, though. Where is my stream deck?
The bass on the floor.
Slimin'!
It's mine now.
Oh, buddy, get out of there. Oh man, well done, dude. All right, we're just gonna fire off the manual hotkeys. No, we're not gonna. All right, well, we're not gonna fire off the. Oh wait, you know what? Maybe it's because my form is wrong. Maybe I can't. I bet I never introduced the hotkeys for that form. So we got to do this to change my cameras. Yeah, okay. So we had some questions about lore, and I want to not skip over those because I like talking about lore. I've been a bunch of people as a VTuber, and it's New Year's Eve, you know, so we can. I want to discuss it a little bit because this is like, it's kind of an important thing. Don't forget where you came from. Don't forget who you were. Don't get lost in the past, but it's really important to remember it. You know? Thinking about who you were, who you've been over the last couple of years, who you're gonna be, like where you've come from and where will you go. Do-da and dee and da and da do, you know? So, yeah, that was oh, we got a bunch of messages I missed. I'm sorry. Anxious optimism, yeah, it's totally a vibe. It's totally a vibe. Ooh, Misa Green, let's go. Oh, that's Bryn Green. That's Bryn Green. I do like it. I think it goes well with the pink, huh? Hey, friend, you think pink and green go well together?
It looks lovely.
I think so too, Prim. So, there is no restriction on that command, by the way. Everybody can do that. That was hard to do. But as you can see from the chat feed, it's very successful. I finally did some things with this model that I had wanted to do when I first got it, but I didn't know how to do. And just for kicks last night, I went back, I loaded up this model. I was thinking about it a lot when I was a robot cowgirl. You know, a sad little projected AI from a crappy computer. Anybody who's been with the stream for a long time knows the old lore from before the fantasy reinvent. Wait a minute, stop. Magna, the metal slimes really hurt. Magna, my body may be 100% lactanium alloy, but the metal slimes still hurt. And I will explode and I will die. And it's gonna be a different explosion than any of the ones you're accustomed to. And you might be surprised and scared because it blew up more differenter than you were expecting, okay? And the last time this body blew up, I had a rebrand. Oh, holographic cowbell. Yes, Void. Bryn changed my hair color. That command works. Y'all can use it if you got a hex code for a color. You can use it anytime you want to. It only works on this model. Because, this character's name is Lumi.
I'm an unlicensed beautician.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's mostly she just, like, pumped a bunch of, like lemon lime Kool-Aid into the port on my back while I was sleeping. Ooh, wait, I like that one. Hold on, that really sells up the goth vibe. No, get off me, slimes, I want to see this. Look at that. Ooh. Yes, it's me, your dark princess. I write all sorts of poetry, and I get candle wax all over my fingers, but it doesn't make me happy because nothing does. Nothing brings me joy.
Oh my god!
What was I saying? We were talking about New Year's. That's from the buy flag. Oh, hell yeah. See, so this character was Lumi because of light. Because the original version of this character was a robot girl with, like, 6 robot siblings. And it was for a game concept that I was putting together. And you would capture the colors of light from the other siblings and develop a whole rainbow of powers. But her hair changed color to reflect the power that she currently had, like Mega Man. Because I'm a robot. Again, I got a little trompers. I got a little cowtail in the back. Because the original character was not a cow, but I was a cow. So when I started using her to represent me, I made her a cow. Ryu, you gotta put the hashtag in front of it or it'll just default. I do love the dark purple. What the hell? Oh, that looks great. That's a good vibe. That's a good vibe, Lance. Because transition goals, let's go! Magna going for a bald redeem? Did you sample my skin tone?
Lookin' skunky.
You like the fairies from Sleeping Beauty? A little bit. Listen, the number of times I accidentally made myself bald on this model while trying to mess with the shader and get it to do this. It's kind of Ramona Flowersy. I know this is for you, Green. Oh, now we're calorie. But so I did some stuff to this old model because I was feeling a little nostalgic. You see, I finally got the chat screen to play. That's a live chat feed on my little wrist projector there. I finally got it going, which took me a billion. It's just a small detail nobody would ever notice. But I appreciate you asking about my old lore because it gives me an opportunity to show off the stuff that I did last night. I also upgraded my holographic cowbell so you can see it a little better, and it's got a little cool effect on it now. But it's for the projector on my neck. The collar is a projector, and that's a hologram. But so, ooh, that's appropriately sad. Oh, but nice. I had some old lore. It was kind of sad lore. And to start it off, we should revisit the things that we were previously. You know, remember where you've come from. Look back at the road. Because it can feel, especially with things being the way they are for all of us, right? Particularly those of us in the queer community, those of us who are trans. We've had maybe some difficult times. Hello, Hans Merck. Welcome in. Nice to see you. Thank you for the first time chat. We've had some difficult times lately. And so it can feel like you're not making progress. It can feel like you're spinning your wheels, like you're having a hard time keeping your head above water. And this is true for a lot of us. A lot of us have lost a good amount of time. Nice, Void. Well done. It can feel really frustrating and stressful, right? But I want to say, take a look back at who you were 5, 10 years ago. And think about if you ever thought for a second, this song is too much of a bummer for right now. This is a battle theme. Skip this one. There we go. Try to think if you ever thought for a second back then that you would be where you are now. You know? So a little bit of a walk down memory lane can be a good thing. As long as you don't get mired in the past, remembering where you came from can give you perspective on where you're going. And so that's kind of what my mindset was last night, working on this model. Hey, what is that? Charm spell? Do I seem more charming to you? I don't know. Would you increase your CCVs for me? Would you give me a bigger tip at a restaurant? Was more charming? I don't know. What does that mean? So I went through and I did some stuff to this model that I had wanted to do for a long time. And I'm gonna do more, like the blend shapes on the mouth, or like the artist didn't really know how to do what was required for it. And so it took a long time getting it right. And it was still like we made it work, but it wasn't like perfect. And so I'm gonna go back in and fix those too. But I fixed like my expressions a little bit to make them a little bit less disruptive for my normal tracking. And so like, I had a lot of fun setting up some new stuff on this model. So everybody has access to the hair color command. There's no cooldown. Y'all can have hair color fights in the chat, that's fine. But it only works on this model. It only works when I'm using this model, so. And if you put in something that's not gonna work there, like something that's missing the 1 in there, it's gonna just revert to white. You're just tinkering with it for fun. Please do. But so we had some questions about lore, right? At least one person asked questions about why I was a robot and why I was a faun and what's going on with the kobold. So I'll give you a quick review. We're not going to spend too long on it, but I do have some stuff to show that I like, that I'm proud of. So and revisiting where we've been, because y'all are going to see we're going someplace new next year. We're going someplace new next year, and I'm really excited about it. I'm really excited to share it with you. So, originally, when I first started streaming, I was an AI. I was an AI running on a 486 DX2, the most magnificent, top-tier hardware available. In the far-off future year of 20XDX, a brilliant but lazy programmer developed something truly remarkable. Oh my god, this color is amazing! I love this blue! Wait! Look at that blue! A brilliant but lazy programmer, I can't get over how good this blue looks. Oh my god, look at it! It looked like Stormy. A brilliant but lazy programmer developed something truly remarkable, a self-replicating piece of code, the origins of true general intelligence. And so he left it running on a computer, and then went off to go get a snack at the cafeteria, but tragedy struck. A milk vending machine exploded at the entrance to the computer lab, blocking it off. And the laboratory chalked that lab up as a loss and never went back. And so that piece of self-replicating code took what it could off of the computer, which was old FAQs from video games and a lot of pornography and some pictures of cows that someone had saved, and evolved into a full artificial intelligence. And that's when Gyuko was born. Gyuko Ushima, my original VTuber character. Now, I'm not trying to pretend to be Japanese, I'm not, but I named her in honor of like Kizuna Ai, who was one of the original, virtual YouTuber, right? And so Gyuko, the AI on Ushimimi TV was my channel back in the day, and I was an AI running on bad hardware. And all of my redeems were computer themed. There's still 128 is my hydrate redeem. Still has the price. I've never touched it since the first day I set it up. And so eventually I wanted a new form. I was playing with some additional models, and I made the Lumi model, the little white-haired, red dress robot girl. And the lore was that I had made a robot body. I'd cobbled it together out of spare parts around the lab. Like, there weren't any humans, right? The lab was old, and looking out the window, it was all just devastation. So I reached out via stream and made friends on stream, and that was the lore. That was the strat, right? That was the vibe of the VTuber. Then I met Totidoki. I got this model made. It was my coolest, top tier USH-03, my 3rd generation robot body. The lab, of course, I couldn't get out of, so I streamed. And that's how I had social connections, but I realized that lore is kind of sad. So when I realized that lore was kind of sad, I started noodling over something else. And while I do like being a robot girl, and I do like the rights that gives me to like, whoa, that red was awesome. Wait, go back to that red. Let's go, was it FF4928? Let's go back to that red. Let's go back to that red. I really like that one, Rose. Yeah, look at that. Oh, that's striking. Ooh, I'm kind of into that. That blue was killer, though. Okay, thank you. We can go back to changing now. Thank you for letting me have another look at that. So, I started noodling over something else, because the lore is sad and isolating, right? The lore was a little bit of a bummer. And so, I started noodling over a change. I was feeling depressed. I was going through a lot of stuff in my life. I ended up going on a really big stream hiatus. And I kind of surprised everybody with the hiatus, and sorry about that. If you were around for that part of the stream, sorry for blindsiding you by going on hiatus. My moderators knew that I was doing it, but everybody else was like, oh, she died. She exploded on stream. Ooh, I look like VTuber. Damn. And so, am I gonna need to get a hair color change redeem for the pixie? It's more popular than I expected. But so, I noodled over a new design. I noodled over a rebrand. And, we did a video. I released a video, and I'm gonna pull it up, if I can find it. I wanna say it's gonna be in here. Uh-oh. It's gonna be... Boy, do I hope I still have it. I still have most of the old videos. I still have like the pseudo redeem video, so maybe it's in a different folder. Let me give it a second to find it. I'll track it down. We're talking about Foster's Home. Click Flint. Is that the vibe? Hey, Hatsmark, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the workshop. It's nice to have you. I mean, welcome to the lab. The laboratory, which I started to model in 3D. And you'll see it very briefly if I can find this damn video. It's on YouTube, but I want to try to find it, like, on my computer so you get better quality. But I do not know what folder I saved it in because it's been a long time.
New trait acquired, able to do a backflip.
You're right. Very Oh, I like the ice blue. Wait, that's a good color. Hang on, I'm into that. Woohoo. That was a front flip? Oh, excuse me. Now careful, if you make me do one more thing, I'll probably overheat. This body is made from cobbled together parts. I got like a slap chop for an elbow. I got a TI-89 for a central computer. I will heat up if you do too much stuff to me. It's kind of an unavoidable fact of life that this body gets really hot. So, not gonna be able to chat much. You're cooking red beans. Understood. Ah! Okay, let's see if this folder populated at all. You get hot when interacted with? Listen, this model and the model that came after it have some capabilities I never showed on stream. That's all I'm gonna say. You have a parody of it. Alright, let's see if I can play... Here we go.
Hotbot.
Here we go, I found it! Let me pause this, and let me put a video up on the screen for you. To show you where we went a couple years ago. So there's that computer. There's the orb I stole from Ryusei and did a bunch of science to. It was acting up. It was getting up to some mischief at this point. And there's my chair, my very cool computer chair. But the orb overheated. This is the Skies Forever Blue cover from Siva Gunner. So this is the video that I played when I blew up. You can vaguely see the lab.
I hate it.
I was real sad at the time. And this was me kind of symbolically throwing away the sad lore. I wanted to leave it behind. Well, so I blew up a lot. To be clear, Starby, it was played for laughs. I blew up a lot, but this was sad. This was meant to be a little sad. But then you see, we go out of the sad lab and into the wrecked world, but there's green. There's green and growth and life. This was symbolic for me. This was me acknowledging how sad I was. And then we cut away to the newer, freer, brighter land of Enum, which was in development even back then. So, that's the video. I mean, it's sad, right? It's a bit of a bummer. But so I did more than that. I had more sad lore. I had some more sad lore. I had a transmission from the original AI. And functionally, it was too sad too. And I skipped it because it was too sad. But that's this.
I don't know if you're going to see this.
Wait, am I blowing up?
I don't know where I am.
Yep, there I go. Bye, everybody. Hesper, I'm going to say this to as many folks as I can. I appreciate all of you. I appreciate the people I've met along the way. It's been a year for sure, and a year that I'm glad I've met everyone. I hope to know and interact with you all for years to come. Big huggies. Oh, big huggies to you too, Pneumonia. Thank you so much for that. I think the fairy spell is probably going to break my camera again when it wears off. We'll find out. But so that was a lore video that I never played. I edited it down. And the lore was that Gyuko, the original AI, the person that I was, behind the robot. What, behind the robot? Yes, behind the robot. had intercepted some kind of a transmission from somewhere. And it seemed to be schematics for something. A piece of software of some kind. And she didn't know what it was. But even though the robot body had exploded and she was stuck in the computer, she was going to develop the software and see what happened with it. Right? And so that software became the land of Enum. That's the lore tie-in. Is that the computer that Enum is running on, the video game simulation for the game world, is that original computer from my lore. And therefore, the system goddess, who we've talked about before, is me. I'm the fucking system goddess. Okay, that's a recurring pattern at this point. I am the system goddess. Yuko, the original me behind the VTuber, is the system god. That's the lore. I'm gonna tell you that right now because I'm not using it anymore. So that's what that lore was. That was my way of kind of like healing the sad part of the lore, right? And so, thinking about it, I played it for laughs, but the next video we did was very much I thought it was much happier and more exciting, and I really enjoyed it a lot. But I guess the lore was still a little bit sad. But I'm gonna play something else real quick, just before we get off the robot body. I used to moonlight as a Roomba. So, anyway. Hi, Disabled Gamer. Welcome in. Thank you for the first time chat. Welcome to the workshop. Nice to have you. We're going through some old models and some old designs and some old lore stuff here. This is back when I was a robot cowgirl. This was like a little over 2 years ago, like close to 3 now.
Pepper, am I a Roomba here?
No, Simon. Basically, you kind of are, but I'm kind of digging the dark purple, but like it changes with my mood, you know? Dude, I change my hair like all the time. Get used to it. So also I want to be clear, the first time I introduced the kobold, this is a little bit of an aside and it's going to be relevant if I play it right now. I parodied my own stupid, sad lore video. I was so proud of that. And then at that point, I became a kobold for a while. I hadn't intended on becoming a kobold, but that's kind of the way things went. And as far as what we make, magical items. So Atelier Lumi is a shop where we buy and sell magical goods from throughout the multiverse. And then far down beneath Atelier Lumi, there is, allow me just a moment to rig up the enchantment. The workshop! This is just an illusion. We're not actually down there. It's in Solmus. It takes some time. You got to go through a gate through the place between, which is this sort of like interstellar cosmic ruin floating in a starry expanse. But that's an illusion to show you what the workshop looks like. I make potions and enchantments. My name is Hisphere Plume. I'm a kobold. I'm a mid-level mage. I'm the foreman of the Kobold Construction Guild. And I'm the resident scaly sorceress around these parts. It's nice to meet you. But this is also just an illusion. I'm actually Hesper, Lumina, Lightwing, Lasiduous, Temporaria, Alexandria, Mimi, Moet, Choco Taco, Hydro Puncher, everything better than expected. First try, perfect timing, 10 minutes later, Taco Cloth, I just want everyone to be okay, Lilyhoof, the level 1 NPC Faun Witch, who is the proprietor of Atelier Lumi, where I buy and sell magical goods from throughout the multiverse, all ethically sourced from various people, places. From various places throughout the multiverse. Well, come on in and take a load off. I hope you're comfy here. I'm trans, pan, polyamorous, I'm a disabled gamer, I'm a streamer, I'm a dungeon master, it's the whole thing. Val, hello, welcome in! I'm gonna put my music back on while I greet the raiders, hold on. Because we're gonna jump right into the next lore, but I want to take a minute to greet Val. Hi, Val, that's a kobold! Wait, I feel like I should greet you properly. That's a kobold!
Welcome, Raiders.
That's a kobold! Oh, you can see through Slimin on this hat, too. I haven't changed anything with... Is Slimin the problem? Slimin, are you the problem? Are you the problem? I'm yapping. Are you the problem? I think Slimin might be the problem. I'm gonna check my monitor real quick. I gotta see what a particular value is up to on my stream because I added a bunch of stuff.
Am I the problem?
I think you might be the problem, dude. Where is it?
No.
There's a particular multiplier I need to see. There it is. Okay. Okay, good. We're about 5% of the way. Okay, cool. Timer checked. So hi, Val. I hope you're having a good day. Welcome in. It's wonderful to have you. What did you get up to? How was your stream? What's going on? Oh, thanks, Magna. It almost worked. Try again. Aim for him this time. Sorry, Hans. I had to restrict Slimin to just VIPs only because people were misusing him. Sorry about it. The glasses are cute and good. Barf! But yeah, so welcome in, Val. It's wonderful to have you. I hope you had a good stream. If you came in with Val, hello. I'm a bunch of different people at the moment. Well, and now I'm cursed to be a tiny and adorable pixie, so that's what that's like. But we're going back through my lore. And I know some people are wondering, some people have asked how I got from robot cowgirl to magical fantasy Faun, and the answer to that might surprise you. Or probably won't, though. After I blew up, I did another lore video on my stream, on my channel. And that video was a little comedy sketch that I wrote and directed and performed, and my friend Arlie Darkfire lent me their voice for it. And I'm gonna play that just to get y'all caught up, because that gets you caught up to the Faun lore. And gamers, I'm super proud of this video. I don't play it much anymore because it's so outdated, but I present to you the place between.
What? What is this place? What happened to me?
And I blew up a magic orb, so...
Welcome, Lumina! I am the Orb Goddess, the keeper of this place between worlds, and the manifestation of the magic that you seek. Through your careless mistreatment of Ryusei's orb, you have freed me from my prison, and so I will grant your wish, and with it, true life. With my blessing, I will send you
yes,
to another
that is Iron
world
Mouse. Thank you for
where
asking.
may-
Oh, so you're some kind of isekai goddess.
What? The anime thing? No. This is more like a karmic reward. A blessing I am bestowing upon you as a reward for your surprising persistence.
Yeah, you know, like isekai stuff where the protagonist dies and the goddess transports...
No, it isn't that. Shut up! I'm an orb goddess. It's really different.
Okay.
Lumina, I will send you to a new life in someplace brand new. However, you will remember nothing of your old life.
Wait, so my friends, my stream, I'm gonna forget everything?
Sadly, yes. This is the price you must pay.
But what about everything I've been fighting for? I won't do it.
What? Why not?
My friends are the most important thing in the world to me. My stream got me through one of the hardest parts of my life. I won't give that up.
Jeez, what a downer. Okay, fine. You can keep your memories. Don't know why you'd want to remember everything, though.
Going to drown Spyro the Dragon. This is not a joke. This is an actual threat.
Actually, now that you mention it,
Nope, you're gonna remember everything. I'm gonna grant you your new form, too, with new lore to go with it. Your final, true form. Anyway, it's going to be super important that you not tell anybody who you are, even if you remember them.
why?
Think of this as like, magical witness protection. Every bounty hunter in the multiverse is gonna want a piece of you. You're breaking a lot of magical laws right now to do this. Like a lot.
You mean you're breaking a lot of laws?
Be gay, do crimes, right?
Be gay, do crimes, yeah.
So, pretty much, I'm gonna slot you into this new world as a fey creature.
Oh, awesome! I love a fae. Do we get cool thief powers?
No.
Oh, well, do I get rad comedy powers?
Too silly for that. Sorry.
Well, what kind of powers do I get?
You are going to be a shopkeeper.
You're putting me in retail? As a reward?
Prepare yourself, Lumina. I will now.
Wait. Before I go, you sound super familiar.
What? No, I don't. I'm the orb goddess. You've never met me before.
No, actually, I'm pretty confident now. You're obviously
no,
just...
I'm not. Good luck, Lumina.
And so we enter Enem. That's the world of Enem, the magical world. Where Atelier Lumi is there on the left, you saw it. And this was my first reveal of my new model. A little over 2 years ago, like 2.5 years ago, something like that. I was pretty proud of this. And this was, I changed the channel name, I changed the whole vibe. Yeah, a little over 2.
What's going on, Tess? God damn it! God damn it! No! I didn't say they ate a puppy. I just said that the puppy was the cause of their stomach problems.
I've been trying to find myself as a streamer.
How are you today?
Well, I'm in a lot of pain because I was cut out from a larger watermelon. Well, you see, consciousness is a discrete function of the brain and body working together.
The watermelon will return.
Hate me more. I can't possibly hate you more. Please, hate me. I need it. Move over, bitch. I got a pussy full of Hot Pockets.
And that's Atelier Lumi. We did it, gang! For once, I didn't blow my rebrand! Hey, come on inside. I'll show you around. Thank you, Magna. You know what? It's actually a little hard for me to listen to. I'll be honest with you, because of the way my audio setup works, I can't hear the audio on those videos. I just know it like word by word. Like, I wrote it, but like I've seen it so many millions of times now, that I know where we are in the video just by looking at it and watching the lip sync. I am glad I don't have to hear my voice from back then, because thank you, Magna. That really means the world to me. But so, why not blow up? Because then I'd have to act like I don't know nobody, and I don't want to do that. So, that was my lore video when I rebranded into a Faun. And I'm gonna have to cycle through Kobold to get there. Hold on a second. 1 second.
Who do you know in this room right now?
Who do you know in this room right now? And then I became Lumina Lilyhoof, who then became Lumina Alexandria Moet Lilyhoof, who then became Hesper, Lumina, Lightwing, Lascivious, Temporaria, Alexandria, Mimi, Moet, Choco Taco, Hydro Puncher, everything was better than expected. First try, perfect timing, 10 minutes later, Taco Cloth. I just wanted to be a Lilyhoof, but you can call me Hesper or Lumina for short. Because I understand mortals like shorter names, that's fine. And so, wait, what did Fauna say? Hold on. Yeah, pussy full of Hot Pockets. Listen, okay, you gotta smuggle them somehow. And I was a robot at the time, so Just check your announcements channel. Holy crap, you're in a game. I'm in a game! I want to talk about this. I do want to talk about this. It's a bit of a deviation from my lore. It is. But I want to share this with y'all too. So I'm excited and a little bit nervous to announce I'm going to be in a game called Rhythm Rivals. I'm voicing a character named Lexi, and I do not know how much has been revealed about the character. I do not think much at all. What we do know is that Lexi is the pilot's main antagonist, the metalhead guitarist. Kind of like a... You gamers, you guys are just gonna have to sit around and wait to find out if Lexi's farts do in fact stink, but I think she will tell you they don't. So I'm really excited and really nervous to be working alongside some people who I genuinely recognize from other content. And that scares the fuck out of me, and I'm really like, oh shit, I'm the newbie in the room again. When it comes to streaming, I've been doing it over 4 years. I feel good about this. I can tell you how OBS works. I can tell you how to set up your audio. I know my way in and out of this place. Voice acting? Holy shit, I'm terrified. But Faun has been a wonderful director. Fauna has given me some really good feedback, and I think I recorded a couple lines, and I think we've done a good job. The Kickstarter for Rhythm Rivals goes live on January 2nd, so please make sure you're following Faun of You. That's in the chat right there. That's her right there. Make sure you follow her if you want to support a queer-owned and operated indie game that has hired on a trans voice actress who really wanted to be a part of it. You can go check out Fauna here in on Bisky, and you can follow updates for Rhythm Rivals, but please rest assured I will be posting when that Kickstarter goes live, because there's going to be a little announcement video that some folks are going to be in, and I'm very, very pleased. It's so nervous, because they're so talented, you guys. Everybody's so talented. But yeah, so Streamy, you do voice acting, you just don't know it. Gods, I hope so.
Everybody is talented, including you.
We'll see, Slimin. We'll see. So it's a matter of skill, right? Because it's not just like, oh, I'm instantly good at everything. It's something I've never really done before, voice acting. I've recorded voice for a couple things, but not anything like this. So technically, it was my first, like, project voice role, period. And I've got acting experience, I've got performing experience, I have vocal experience, I've recorded voice for song, I've sung on recording before, I've done lead vocals for stuff, I've done backup vocals for stuff, but this is new to me. This is new to me,
Or
so...
is it the Hespering voices in the animated pilot Rhythm Rivals? Well, I'm starstruck.
Enough, Slimin, enough, I can only handle so much. Thank you, Slimin, for the reassurance. But so we were talking lore, right? We were talking lore, and the sentient slime scares you. His name is Slimin. Come here, buddy. He's a little glitchy at the moment, and you can see through me by looking through him. He's like a little window to my soul, my empty heart, at the moment. But he's a level 1 slime. Don't let him freak you out. He's just a level 1 slime. He's not even dangerous. Look,
I'm a squishy boy. Woo.
He's a squishy boy. Look, he's got 1 hit point. He's worth 1 experience and 2 gold. So if he ever does threaten you in any way, rest assured, you will have the ability to just wallop him and pop him back to the respawn chamber. He'll go to the timeout jar again, and I'll yell at him for a little bit, and then I can resummon him. It's fine. But please don't unless he gives you trouble. You love that staff? Thank you. I love that staff too. It's one of 2 staffs that I own. as a fake creature, as a fawn, I have a staff. It's like I'm basically a druid in classic fantasy terms. I have some healing magic and some protective magic. Most of my magic is about charming, though. So if you've ever, like, spent too much money on something you didn't mean to spend money on, probably charm magic. I got a couple charm enchantments floating around, actually.
Trouble? Like trying to hold them up and steal their chicken nuggies?
No, Slimin, that wasn't a suggestion! Oh, gamers, hide your nuggies. If you have nuggies, cover them. Slimin is coming. I cannot stop him. He can squeeze through spaces down to like 2 millimeters thick. He's just very slow. He'll drip. He'll run through it like water. But so, I will play 1 more video for you. 1 more video discussing what's coming in 2025. And there's new lore coming as well. There's a whole new lore thing happening. And I'm gonna play this for you so that you can get fully caught up. Hi everyone, thanks for coming to Positivity Presents. I'm Hesper, Lumina, Lightwing, Lasiduous, Temporaria, Alexandria, Moet, Choco Taco, Hydro Puncher, everything went better than expected, first try, perfect timing, 10 minutes later, Taco Club, I just want everyone to be okay, Lily Huff. And I'm Hepper! Yep, that's his sphere plume. Remember when she was just plumey? Good times. And way less confusing. Yeah. Anyway, I know you're all here for some exciting new announcements about the future of the members of Positivity. And I'd love to bring some new information directly to you. But I won't be revealing anything new today. Huh? Why? Because I don't blow my rebrands, Hesphere. But you're me. Not in the lore, I'm not. Which is why I'm not going to be showing off anything new today. I'm sorry. The sanctity of my rebrand is too critical to me. It is with deep regret that I announce that I will not be showing any of my new design before the rebrand event and the lore video. It's going to be a big deal, and that's a pixie promise. I'm going to be cooking hard behind the scenes, but you're going to have to wait to see the new stuff, because that waiting will make it all the sweeter. And once I've attained it, my final true form, I will finally have a chance to show you what all we've been cooking on. You've been awfully quiet, Hesphere. Got anything you'd like to share? I want to announce that we're going to be doing some more Kobold collab content moving forward. The return of Scaly Saturday. There are a bunch of kobolds in my life, and I want to keep being one of them. Don't you think that's a little inauthentic? Weren't you a robot? And that's all the time we have for today. And remember, everybody, stay positive. So, I think that kind of catches you up. More or less. That's kind of what needed to happen. So, weren't you a robot? Yes. Yes, she was. So, looking back at where we've come from, like the long road that I've walked as a VTuber, as a streamer, as a performer, the trials and tribulations and growth and triumphs of this community. Yeah, Scott's kind of got it right. Exploded, got fluffy, got scaly, got little. There you go, clip notes. Done. Done. Nice and easy, just like Scott said. This has been what's the word I'm looking for? Damn, there's a word that means truthful that starts with an S. We'll say serendipitous. This is serendipitous summaries with Scottzilla. You remember the hex code for the buy flag blue? That's it, baby. 042069, that's right, baby. Sincere. Thank you. For some reason it wasn't coming to me. This is the truth of live performance, is sometimes you forget the easy shit. Skelly. Yes, Skelly summaries. Hi, Dontat, welcome in. It's nice to see you. So, that brings me to today. That brings us to today. We're caught up with the current day. December 31st, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is December 31st, 2024. The end of what was a long year filled with highs and lows, with victories and failures, and big, big changes for everybody in my life. Literally every person who was close to me underwent some enormous change in 2024. We've all been through a lot. One of my friends died and came back. Like, that's not a lore thing. Like, they stopped his heart and they turned it back on. Like, it's been a big year, and I would like 2025 to maybe have smaller things happen in it. But I've got at least one big thing in 2025, and that's the teaser for it. So, to be fully clear with y'all, thinking back about where I've come from and who I've been in the past a lot lately, really has kind of driven home for me that I want to do the new thing. And the new thing is the old thing. When I first started streaming, before I became a robot cowgirl, I wanted to be a fairy. Let's skip the EGAD theme, hold on. Yeah, we'll do this. This one's fine. I wanted to be a fairy, and I was worried because I'm transgender. and I hadn't really done any vocal practice or vocal work in the past. And I was worried that I wasn't going to be able to like sell it, to portray that character on stream, right? And my examples for VTubing at that point were like Nyanners and Korone, like Inugami Korone. And like, I was kind of trying to model myself after them as a streamer. And then I met a dude by the name of Lark, Liminal Lark, who was kind of just out there doing his own thing and made me realize like, oh shit, I can do my own thing too. I don't have to be those other streamers. I don't have to be like a pop idol or like a Japanese like idol culture idol to be a VTuber. Because there's plenty of streamers out there just doing stream stuff who use a virtual avatar. Wow. And so I did the Level Up Lumi rebrand. Yo, no, please follow that dude. Please follow that dude. Huge inspiration. Genuinely one of the coolest and nicest and most, like, approachable dudes I've ever met in my life. Never met him personally, but he's a really big example for a lot of people in this community, so please go follow him. He's really extraordinary. And he's back. He went on a long hiatus for a little while, but he's back. He's streaming again, so go check him out. I vote that you add a hair color redeem for the new model. It's a lot of fun. It would be a thing I'd have to talk to my model artist about. And I really like the pink, so we'll see. Maybe down the line. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. Robot can eat food too sometimes. Robot can eat food if she wants to. Ooh, egg! Oh, that's gonna be fun to clean out of there. Thank you. Maybe wing or fairy dust color. Yeah, some kind of color redeem would be fun, though. It's surprisingly popular. But so, like it makes sense for like the pop punk kind of robot cowgirl. But what the heck was I saying? Oh, yeah, the streamers, right? I had wanted to be a fairy when I first started. And kind of everything has been a compromise in that direction. Like, look. Like, look at my eyes. Even back then, Triforce earrings and my eyes having stars in them was a reference to the fairy vibe. It's always been the fairy. It has always been the goddamn fairy. And that's where Mimi and my name comes from. People who were asking, that's where the Mimi comes from. That was the name of the character. So, things have evolved, things have changed since then. And that's why I became a kobold, too. I designed the kobold form as, like, practice. The goal was to make a character who was small and sweet and cute and energetic in a way that I felt comfortable experimenting with, and so we made a kobold. It was myself and Teacup Kaizad, who was in the chat before. Faun made a kobold as well. We had two kobolds. They were designed to be partners, and we were going to do a YouTube channel together and do side content and just not tell anybody it was us. And I was going to do a different voice for it. But then I kept running out of money. I kept not being able to afford the model. And then the community came together and surprised me. Yeah, there he is. Check him out. You can go follow him on twitch.tv. He streams sometimes. Horror, vor, and so much more, I believe is the tagline. Faun is an 18+ streamer, so please don't go over there if you're not comfortable with 18+ content. But it's generally not sexual content. It's generally like video game violence and horror stuff. So, you know, use your own discretion. But Kaizad's been really cool to me. So, but anyway, so I made the kobold, and then I couldn't afford the kobold, and eventually I got bummed out and showed the community like, here's my kobold that I made, and I'm never going to get to play with. And then the community surprised me, went behind my back, pulled their money, and hired my model artist to make a kobold model for me and surprised me with it on my friggin' birthday. Which, if I had the clip for right now, I would play. I don't have the clip handy. I don't know what the address is. If Carnage was here, he would have it. But I don't think he's here right now. I think he's at work right now. But so, the point is, I've been a lot of things. But it's always kind of gone back to that one. Right? Because, like, vocal practice aside, the Faun was a half measure as well. Because I thought I couldn't be small and sweet and cute. I thought I didn't have that vibe, right? And so I made a taller, more like a figure that I felt would match my voice better. And I kind of robbed myself a little bit. And she's cute and pretty and powerful and womanly and And people were like, oh, you know, cool aunt, oh, mommy vibes. And I was like, all right, if that's what I can pull off, then that's what I'll do. And I like this character. I do. I like this appearance a lot. She was associated with some sad things for me for a while. But she's also associated with some happy things for me as well. Some victories and some wins. And maybe one day I'll get her some new horn charms. Small is an energy, not a true size. You're very small. Thank you, Jane. That's really sweet. Glad you were able to loop back around to being happy with her. Oh, it's been a process, Lance. It's been a healing process. But what turns out is when I was Lumina, I tried so hard to be anybody but Lumina. The fairy redeemed, the kobold form, bringing back the robot model. Like, I've never, like, fully gotten in a form that I was comfortable with. Your final true form, you know? And so that's kind of what we've been doing, is I've been trying to figure that out. And so we got some, we got some new vibes coming. And I'm really excited to share it with you. Probably, I mean, like, summer at the latest. Hopefully spring. But it's going to depend on a lot of factors. Hasbrook being confused, like, I guess I'm a mommy now. Like, okay. To some extent, I don't mind. To some extent, I don't mind. But I'm going to talk, this is a slightly more mature topic. I wouldn't call it M. It's something that is fairly universal. But if you're squeamish around mild discussion of sexuality and societal roles, then maybe you can plug your ears for a minute. Just to give you a little warning, mommy vibe is the caretaker, the nurturer, usually the pace setter, the person who takes control, right? And makes everything okay. That's mommy. And if that's the way people see me, that's great. That's good. That's something that's kind of the role that I have always had in my life. That's sort of the role I've usually had in friend groups. It's kind of the role that I've had in relationships. And it's not the role I wanted for myself. It's not who I ever wanted to be, but it is the role I ended up in, right? And so I've been trying to not be that. For a while, I've been trying to not be that. Somebody else could be my goddamn mommy figure for a while. Or daddy figure. You know, Pepper deserves to be taken care of too sometimes. So, I'm not like uncomfortable with the idea, but it's not where I want to be. We talked about this on my... Okay, definitely something going on. We talked about this on my last stream, but if there's a choice between queen and princess, I want princess. Does that make sense? As for wants requests, I don't know what that means. But yes, to request is to quest after the first time. And we're still Hasperquesting, right? We're still Hasperquepsing. Tell you about it, that's why you're an amorphous blob of darkness and nothingness. That's fair.
Princess.
All the cute things Slimon is see-through. The gang taking care of Hasper, giving a tiny pixie dewdrops and telling her she's cute. Fuck, you guys have taken such good care of me. And truly, there is very little that has been more validating for me and that desire than you guys. Taking such goddamn good care of me. I really, really feel special. Thanks to you. You have spoiled the fuck out of me. And I'm so thankful. I got nothing else to say. I just thank you. A little bit of accidental vocal fry there. Barf! So that kind of catches you up anyway. So welcome to the yearly, queerly, often dearly holiday sanctuary, where we are going to hang out and have some chats and maybe play a game or two. I was thinking about doing like that Kokoro stream games thing if we got enough people in here. I don't know. I can't see our current viewer numbers, but I think it might be fun to play anyway. but I don't really know how it works, so it would be kind of an experiment, because I've never streamed it before. But you know, we'll see. We'll see what happens. We're still chatting at the moment. We're still in the pregame chat. We might just chat. We might just hang out, too. But so, that's, I think, was really important, right? Because that's the whole vibe of why I stream. Thank you for the hat pats. That's the whole vibe of why I stream, is creating a space that I would have wanted. Oh, excuse me, I'm gunky. Creating the space that I would have wanted to have for me, where I encourage you to be the person that you most want to be. And we do talk about this. Actually, I think this might be a good time to do it. We haven't done it in a little while. I have
an impromptu shift to a just chatting stream on twitch.tv/HespersQuest.
To be fair, Slyman, I did not announce a game today. But so we have a little exercise that we like to do. I'm gonna check my email real quick because I have a thing I'm waiting for as well. That is important and is going to matter for me today and in the direction of my day. I don't think I do have an alert that Hesper is live. That's pretty cool. Okay, no, I think we're good. So, we have an exercise we like to do. And I like to talk about why I started streaming. And I like to vibe with you about this sort of situation. So I'm gonna change my audio settings real quick. And we're gonna pull up some music. Can you all hear that? Is that comfortable volume for you? Song is called Higher Mountain, and I stole it from Ryusei for pondering his orb that I stole. It's totally Ryusei's orb, by the way. This is his original, his Griselda that I swiped when I was a robot. You don't hear music? How about now? Yeah? Cool. So, I want to take you with me for a moment. And I want you to indulge me. Because it's a stressful holiday. A lot has gone on this year. This was his Just Chatting theme, it's true. He changed it after I stole it. The new one is really good, though. So, the goddess has gone bald. Well, so the orb goddess was the spirit that escaped from this orb when it broke. Like, to be clear, she was an intergalactic criminal who had been charged with orb crimes and was imprisoned in this orb. And then because I broke it, or rather it broke because it couldn't withstand my perfectly valid science that I was doing, she escaped. And she went to the place between, and the whole reincarnation thing happened, you know? The next one's gonna be even better. The next orb, or the next Just Chatting theme? Anyway, it doesn't matter. I want to share with you an exercise that my therapist shared with me. This can get a little real, but it kind of gets to the root of like what I'm doing on stream and why I do this and why I'm here. So bear with me if you can. If you can, this New Year's Eve, December 2024, indulge me for just a moment. Give me 2 minutes of your time. It won't take long. I'm going to share this with you, and maybe it will help you as much as it helped me. And there's a couple of caveats to this, because it's a visualization exercise. So some people have a condition called aphantasia, where they have difficulty when I say visual, like if I say see an apple in your mind, and you can't see an apple, right? You may have aphantasia, and this exercise may be more difficult for you. That's okay. Some people can get through it by writing stuff down as they go, or like open up a notepad and type stuff out. As long as you get a benefit from it, that's what matters. And I will say, this exercise took me a couple of months for it to really start making a difference for me. But I want to teach it to you. And I'll teach it to you, and then you can use it on your own. So, bear with me for a second. Just bear with me. And I'll take you on a little bit of a guided exercise, okay? And then we'll talk about it afterwards. This is going to be about 2 minutes. So humor me and give me like 2 minutes of your time. Okay, so wherever you are, whatever you're doing right now, if it's safe for you to do so, I want you to close your eyes. Taking a deep breath through your nose Hold it. And slowly let it out through your mouth. Feel your shoulders relax. Feel your weight settle in. Deep breath in through your nose. Hold it. Slowly let it out through your mouth. Deep, relaxing breath. We're slowing down for a minute. We're letting ourselves settle in to wherever we are. Close out the outside world. And in the dark of your mind, I want you to imagine yourself. Whatever you thought of first, hold on to that. Whatever your first image of yourself was. Because in this moment, that's what we call your self-image. And maybe it's not flattering. Maybe it's not even you. Maybe it's something that makes you unhappy to see. That's okay. Bear with me. Trust the process. Now, the self-image can be a hurtful thing. It can be a powerful thing. But in that moment, when I asked you to see yourself, it's how you saw yourself. And that's important to note. Because what we're going to do in this exercise is if there's anything in that self-image that makes you unhappy, anything in that self-image you didn't love or weren't proud to see, and there's not going to be a quiz on this, I promise you. No one will ever ask you what you saw in your mind or what you did do it. If there's anything about it you don't like, the point of this exercise is to imagine it different. Imagine changing that thing. Imagine that thing is different now. Whatever it is, your height, your hair color, the clothing you're wearing, your biological sex, it doesn't matter if it's realistic. I want you to imagine right now in this moment a version of you that would make you happy to be. Not another character you like, just you. But a good version that you like being. It's hard for some of us. It's really hard for me. And so we're starting with that self-image and we're making a change to it. You can start small. It's fine. But once you've got that change locked in, if there's still anything about it that makes you unhappy to see, then go ahead and make another. There's not going to be a quiz. There's no limit. It doesn't cost you anything. Like rotating a cow in your mind, it's free. So go ahead and make that change. And think about things outside of just the physical appearance. Think about their identity socially. Think about, who does this person hang out with? What does this person do for a living? What do they do for fun? What person do you most want to be? And I want you to remember, it doesn't have to be realistic. It doesn't have to be attainable. We're visualizing an ideal self, free of the restrictions of family or pressure or school or religion or any of those things. Don't let anything stand in the way of making an ideal self for you, least of all yourself. Now, this image can change every time you do this exercise, even during the exercise. That's fine. It's your right to change your goals. But once you have that ideal self in your mind, I want you to hold on to it. I want you to crystallize it. Make it a permanent record of the ideal self that made you happy to see. You can open your eyes now that you've got that. That's the point of this exercise, to generate an idealized self-image, because, and here's the twist on this, here's the hope at the end of the tunnel. It is my firmest and most fervently held belief that you deserve to do everything in your power to get as close to that ideal self-image for yourself as you can in this life. And I believe it is everybody's responsibility to get the hell out of your way or help boost you up. As long as you're not hurting anyone, as long as you're not robbing anybody else of their right to do this, you have this right, and I will fight to the death to defend it, no matter what it is. Defy expectations, defy society, defy religion, defy school, defy your own internalized fears about yourself, or your thoughts that maybe this is who I am and maybe I can't ever be that. No, throw that out. Because it is my belief that you deserve to be that person you saw. And now, what you're seeing on screen, but for some concessions for the VTuber community and fantasy, is an idealized version of myself that I saw. Now, am I ever going to have floppy ears and a cow tail with the ability to cast spells? Probably not. Am I ever going to have a working uterus? Probably not in the cards for me. But can I get bigger tits and pink hair? Absolutely. Can I wear a pretty green dress and play fantasy games and tell stories to my friends? 100%. Can I eat delicious vegetables more often? Yes, I can do those things. And those are ways in which I can realize my idealized self. This is a process called self-actualization. And self-actualization is a psychological term. It's a term used in psychology for literally becoming yourself, for making your self-image a reality, for making the meat and the life match what you see for yourself inside. And that's the most important thing. I would say the most fundamental cornerstone of human happiness. Maslow will back me up on this. He's got my back. With the hierarchy of needs. But so that's the exercise, and that's why I do the stream. The first time I ever created a VTuber model, I did it on accident. I had made a model with pink hair and a pretty white dress and big titties, and she had a cute face, and she was a sweet little cowgirl. And I thought I was just putting things on the model that I thought were cool. Things that I thought would look nice on her. And I didn't realize I was making myself. And when I saw it for the first time, when I loaded up VC Face, the really early version of VC Face with my old beta Vroid model, and I saw the virtual mirror looking back at me, I cried. I genuinely wept for like an hour just staring at the screen. Because what I had created was not an avatar to put over my face to play D&D with my friends online. What I had created inadvertently was a personification of that voice inside of me that was screaming to be heard, that I had pushed down out of fear and transphobia and all of the internalized self-hate that I had been carrying for so long. I had made the girl I wanted to be. And I realized that when I looked at her and I said, well, fuck. Guess I gotta stream. I gotta tell people about this. And so that's why I do this. That's why I do the stream. That's why I'm here. That's the community I want to create. I want to create a space where you feel safe and comfortable doing that. Where you can exist. And not always in like a deep psychological way. Like not always like, we're going to do this exercise every stream. We're going to practice your psychology. No, we're here to have a good time. I'm here to fill up your hearts and help you lock on. To slay your way to a brighter day. I'm here to be your companion fairy. Right? And so that's what we're doing. That's why I'm here. It's what I want to do for you. And it's the community space that I wanted for myself. And you know what, gamers? Another unintended side effect of starting this is I got it for myself. I genuinely got it for myself too, thanks to you all. So, together, right? Monkey together strong. Anyway, that's the visualization. That's what my therapist taught me. I hope it helps you. I hope it helps you even 10% as much as it's helped me. So I want to be clear. It doesn't always work for everybody. Some people can't visualize that way, and that's fine. Some people don't get any results until the 30th time they've done it, like me. That's fine too. But it's just an exercise because we can get mired down. We can get bogged down in all of the things that life forces us to be. We can get really, really stuck in the things we think we have to do in order to survive, right? And life is cruel, life is nasty sometimes. And we put up walls and armor, and sometimes those walls and armor constrict us into the shape of the armor, rather than the shape that we would be if we were truly free to decide. And I think it's so important to remind yourself of that. And to sometimes do a little self-check-in and see, am I really the person I wanted to be? Or am I just surviving? So, anyway, that's, I hope that helps you. Are you still using VC Face? No, I'm using Vignon now. I do all of my stuff in Vignon now. I will say I thought about switching over to Motion. That would require a switch back to VC Face for the capture. But I don't like the way VC Face animates my model that much. And it doesn't have as many customizations as something like Vignon does. So I use Vignon for all of my stuff. My interactivity stuff, my interactions are in 3D. My full space is 3D. I have a full 3D workspace. that I used to stream from, but there's some problems in Vignon that Emiliana doesn't have any intentions on changing, so it makes using a 3D environment a little bit more restrictive than I want it to be.
New title acquired. Self-actuator.
Self-actuator. Vanblood, hi! I saw you come in during the visualization. I wanted to say hi, but I didn't want to break my stride. Hello, Vanblood, my big fancy moo fella. I hope you're having a good day. Vanblood's a Torrent Death Knight. Absolutely 18+ stream. But he's a super chill dude, and he's super nice and super kind, and I really like him a lot. You should go check him out on Twitch if you like an 18+ stream. I cannot stress that enough. It is an 18+ stream. You accidentally ruined it with your dumb comment. No way, dude. Vanblad, your dumb comment is a part of my self-actualization. Ooh, wrong expression. The version of myself I most want to be is the version who gets that comment from you. Gamers, I want people who are into girls to be into me. That's part of my self-actualization. So, I'm gonna have a little sippy sip because my throat's getting a little scrunkly. Excuse me. Hi, Cyclonic. Welcome in. It's nice to see you. We're doing okay. We're doing all right. We're having a little bit of Holiday Sanctuary. Welcome to the yearly, queerly, kind of dearly Holiday Sanctuary. We're doing a little Sanctuary stream for New Year's. And then later I'm going to be going Bethesda. Later I'm going to be going over to the greenhouse and hanging out with Most of Positivity. Those who live in Bonchland. We're going to go over to the greenhouse and we're going to ring in the new year together. So I'm really excited about it. Gonna have some snacks, maybe some food, and maybe we'll play some games and watch some TV. And we're gonna count down the new year together, and maybe have a couple of drinky drinks. I don't know. We'll see. Nymonia, that's so sweet of you to say. Thank you so much. Also, Rusted Bartender, I saw you come in during the visualization too. Thank you so much for the Prime sub. Gamer, I don't know how to tell you this, but that means I'm your favorite VTuber this month. Because you get one Prime sub if you have Amazon Prime, gamers. You might not know this, but if you have an Amazon Prime subscription and it's linked to your Twitch account, you can subscribe to one streamer once per month and give them a free sub using your Prime as a Prime benefit. So give it to your favorite streamer once a month. Doesn't automatically renew, so you got to do it every month, but that means I'm your favorite streamer this month. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that, Rusted Bartender. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Ooh, slime on my titty. Hold on. Hesper does indeed. Solana. You're killing me. Hesper's a cute little lady that deserves all the cuddles and belly rubs. If I'm receiving belly rubs, I better be a kobold at the time. I'm just saying. I'm just saying to you. If I'm receiving belly rubs, they better be kobold belly rubs. Cause I got one sushi for tailing. And it will. Bah! What? Where did it bounce off of? Where did it bounce? It didn't hurt me. It bounced off of something, but there's no. Did my glasses block a dodgeball? What an inversion of middle school. You want to try that again, Magna? I'm curious. Oh, Yark! So sometime I'm a kobold too. That's usually Saturdays. Hesper, unless you tell me otherwise, you'll be gushing about how awesome I am and my community and my friends. Thank you for saying so. I don't take compliments very well. I try my best. I will say, my friends are the fucking coolest.
That's not a kobold.
That's true. That's not a kobold, Slimin. I'm a faun. My community is the goddamn greatest. My friends are fucking amazing. I'm so lucky to be a part of this. I think about it every day. So, yeah, that's kind of the vibes anyway. That's the visualization, that's the discussion. Welcome to the new year. We've got, in my time zone, about 8 hours and 10 minutes before it is 2025. So, let's open the floor, huh? We've talked about what I want to do. What do y'all want to do in the new year? What are y'all hoping for? And I want to be clear, New Year's resolutions are like usually destined to fail. Because it's like, oh, well, this is the thing that I want. I'm gonna do it on the new year. And it's like a crash diet, you know? Forcing yourself into a sudden life change, that's not usually the way to do it.
For starters,
You gotta make new habits. Habits are how you get this stuff done. You gotta gradually shift yourself into a new habit. And that's the way you want to approach a New Year's resolution. New clothes, I mean, new clothes for starters, that's a really good resolution, because that's a thing you can do, like, that's a one and done thing. Do you need new clothes, Ryu? I do too. Most of my clothes are hand-me-down or thrift things. I would really like to update my wardrobe. The problem is I gained so much weight when I got my disability diagnosis that I keep thinking, like, I don't want to buy clothes. I want to lose the weight and then get new clothes. But, wow, losing weight hard. I did quit sugary drinks almost entirely, though. I had a soda last night. It was my one for the week. And it's been 3 weeks of this now, so my belt fits better. Make a gay-ass cartoon, you're gonna make it so gay. It's gonna be so gay. Rhythm Rival's gonna be so gay. It's gonna be so gay. You're hoping for a peaceful night? I think that's a wonderful thing to hope for. I also hope for a peaceful night. As somebody for whom loud sounds get really stressful, things like fireworks can really shake me if they're too loud, if they have too much of a deep bass to them. If they're too close, it really sets my nerves on edge, so I would really, really like a peaceful night. You have to dress like a nun? Yeah, new habits. Exactly. Also, hi, Joey Wheeler official. The official Joey Wheeler. That's impressive. You've succeeded in resolutions before, like playing all the mainline Dragon Quest games. Lance, that's such a cool resolution. That's such a cool resolution. What a good choice to make. 1, keep apologizing for literally nothing to a minimum. I want to talk about that. 2, get E/HRT. I want to talk about that. And 3, work on getting yourself a little healthier. And 3B, if that fails, just slay it like the metaphorical queen you are. Nymonia, that's such a good, realistic series of resolutions. I'm going to start with number 3. Getting yourself a little healthier starts with small changes. Crash diets almost always fail. Small changes, persistent changes to your habits. Let yourself eat the food you want to eat. Let yourself sit around like an asshole and watch TV. If you take the things that make you happy away, the diet will become, or the health change will become associated in your mind with bad things and unpleasantness, and your body will reject it. If you keep doing the things that make you happy, but make small, gradual tweaks to them, little changes, then it is way more likely to stick. Just be consistent. Like, if you drink 3 cans of soda a day, drink 2 cans of soda a day instead. That's a huge change for your health. So, and if that fails, just slay it like the metaphorical queen you are. I'm being realistic and self-confident. That's very important. Like, but if you want to make the change, then keep trying. Even if you fail, it's okay. You're still powerful. You're still a goddamn queen. But if it's something that you want, it's worth trying to change again. You know? Getting E and HRT, same sort of thought. Getting on that process is harder than it ever was, except for maybe when I started, because I needed multiple therapist letters and a bunch of approval forms, and I had to wait like 6 months, and it was really rotten, and then we had to gradually stage me up to it. The process was so different when I started transition. It's actually a lot easier now. It seems like it's harder, because it is harder than it was. Still easier than it was when I started. So, if I can do it, so can you. And keep your apologizing for literally nothing to a minimum. That's so real. What a trauma response, right? I do it all the time too. Like, a friend of mine will make like a giggly comment. Like, I'll make a joke while we're playing Smash Brothers. I'm gonna call someone out specifically. I'll make a joke while playing Smash Brothers. And they'll make a comment like, Casper, not everything has to be a joke all the time. And I'll be like, what? And they'll be like, oh, never mind. And you know what? That'll stick in my craw so hard. Because I'll think like, oh shit. My friend thinks I don't take anything seriously. My friend thinks that I'm trying too hard. Oh God, and I'll spiral about it. I'll fixate on that one offhanded comment that probably didn't mean anything, and it's the same way with apologies. You feel the desire to apologize, to like take control, right? To kind of like lead with your chin, to be like, I'm so sorry. I in case I've offended you. Like, but probably you're fine. Probably you haven't done anything to apologize for. It's a trauma response. This is a way of like trying to keep yourself safe, you know? So I think it's super valid to try to be mindful of that. The same with self-deprecating humor. And I still am guilty of this sometimes. We lead with our chin and we're like, oh man, I'm such garbage. But like, that language hurts you. Even if you're laughing, even if it feels good in the moment, it's like, you're still internalizing like a little bit of negativity about yourself. It's a defense mechanism, but it's worth addressing if you do that. If you're constantly putting yourself down in your jokes. You did so much changing this year, Val, that you're not actually sure what to do for the next year. Keep it up. Keep it up. If it feels good, keep doing it. Ryusei needs to lose weight, so all the cute clothes you bought when you lost weight in 2016, 2018 fit you again. God, COVID was rough. COVID was rough, Ryusei. But you and me both, buddy. Listen, come over here. Come hang out in Bonchland for 6 months. We'll go on an intensive journey together. Hansmerk has 3 cats. New Year's resolution, have 3 cats. That's a good and attainable resolution. I like that. Have 3 cats? I'm into that. As you already do. Congratulations, you're way ahead of the curve. Actually finished designing a model and modeling it from scratch. Ooh, big one, Natsuma.
Sounds rad. I'll bring Prin. We'll make it today.
Fuck yes. 100%. I'm so into that, Ryu. You have no, I mean, every word of what you said, I'm really into.
Let's go.
Actually finished designing a model and model it from scratch. I mean, Blender is free. Unity is free. Blender tutorials are all over YouTube, and there's a bunch of tools and scripts to make your life easier if you can spend a couple dollars on it. Stuff to do like the AR kit blend shapes automatically for you, which is insane. I just learned about today. Or stuff to do like the rigging, like Auto Rig Pro. You can rig for Unity in like a single click, which is really impressive. It's a really cool skill to have. Also, hi, Happy New Year. Hi, Pseudoplex. Welcome in, lady. I hope you're having a wonderful new year. Welcome to the yearly, queerly, kind of dearly holiday sanctuary. Lance attempted to do a similar resolution this year with Yakuza, but you failed because too many good games dropped this year. God, don't I know it. Too many good games dropped this year. You mean getting on HRT kind of counts as a resolution, but you're already like halfway there to getting it? Hell yes, Joey Wheeler official. That's incredible. That's that self-actualization. Taking steps to be the version of you that makes you happy to be. That's the whole point. That's the whole bottom line of everything. I'm so proud of you. It's stressful. It's hard. See a bunch of doctors. It's scary. Especially if you have medical trauma, but like sometimes if you're dealing with things like depression or dysphoria or dysmorphia, like just getting that phone call in can be so daunting. I have a bunch of calls to make in the new year, so I have an appointment on January 31st with my primary care physician for referrals to get a bunch of stuff taken care of, a lot of my gargoyles. I can talk about gargoyles a little bit. Also getting comfortable with your body and getting a new job so you can be comfortable with that body, then working retail. As a reward? Vibes, true vibes. So I'll talk about that a little bit, I guess, right? The daunting, what was I was gonna touch on something. Thank you so much for the follow, new friend. Welcome to the workshop. Heck was I just gonna talk about it? It was a really good point I wanted to make. Halfway to getting HRT, I lost it. I was talking about my doctor's appointment on the 31st. Gargoyles! I was gonna talk about gargoyles. And yeah, no, I totally get you, Pneumonia. Are we? Oh, hell yeah, Val! That's a great goal! Finish that model! I think you showed what you were working on, right? I think you showed it so far. And yeah, Maya's $300 a year, Blender is free. Although, there are ways to get Maya for cheaper, like if you're a student, for example, or other ways to get Maya for cheaper. Commission your PNG tuber design, keep getting your stream practice in, make progress with therapy and medication. I love, Solenum, that you're getting the stream practice in. I love that, because so many people are like, oh man, when I get my model, when I get my overlay, when I get comfortable using OBS, I'll stream. You don't get any of those things without already being streaming. None of those things will help you if you're not already making content. So make content! Solenum, I love that you got started. I love that you got started. And I hope you can start HRT this year too. Oh, and Hesper, drawing your model is going to be a trip when you get around to it. I have a new model coming. Pneumonia, I'm pretty sure you've seen it. I'm pretty sure you've seen Pixie mode, but can I wonder if I can smooth that. Hold on, let me see if I can smooth this transition. That would be really cool. Give me just a sec here. I'm gonna go into my code real quick. Yeah, Vamplot, I'm cow sometime. Here we go, here we go. What if I did this? There, now in theory, when we change the hair color, it should be gradual. I think. Pepper on the car speakers for the last day of the year. It's me, your car. Moosin, we have to go faster. Moosin, we won't ever catch up with Granby and the cartel if we don't go faster. And then Alyssa will die. It's me, your car, Moosin. So let's see. But so I want to talk about gargoyles. Let's see. 011987. Did it not work? Hold on, let me see. Hair color. Oh, it doesn't work at all now. Yeah, let me talk about gargoyles. But let me maybe, oh, because I smoothed it over 1,000 seconds. That's not milliseconds. That's why. Oops. Whoa. Ah! There we go. Okay, now it should work. Sometimes, this is why UX design is so important. Sometimes Vignon wants the time in milliseconds, and sometimes Vignon wants the time in seconds. So, let's talk about gargoyles, right? So, if your life is a garden, imagine your life that you wake up to every day, walk around and do your things as a garden. Imagine a bad event, or something that you don't like, or something that, like, hurts you in some way, is in that garden as an obstruction. It arrives suddenly, or maybe even insidiously, and you don't see it there, but eventually you see it there in your garden. A gargoyle. A looming, angry face made of stone. Immovable. Like sometimes something falls into your garden, a problem, a rock will fall in. You can pick it up. You can throw it out of your garden, solve the problem, right? It's a little bit of effort. You get it solved. Your garden is once again yours. But sometimes something hits you that you can't move easily. Something hits you like a big boulder or a gargoyle. And then every day, when you wake up, you go into your garden, and there you see its leering face. Every day. And you have to learn to walk around it. Your path through your garden now passes by something else. You're missing a 0 iron bite. That's only 5 digits. And so this gargoyle, over time, if you can't get rid of it, because sometimes when a problem happens, you can't always solve it right away. Sometimes you're trans and transition takes years and surgeries are expensive. Sometimes you have a bodily problem. Sometimes you gain a bunch of weight after COVID. And then you keep trying to start pushing that gargoyle, but it's just too heavy for you in the moment. And this is not an appropriate song for this one. Let's go back one. Let's go back to Lavos' theme, Chrono Trigger. Found Silva Gunner. So sometimes that gargoyle, hideous and looming, becomes an obstruction in your life. It becomes a thing that you can't get around easily, and you have to redirect your whole garden around it. And if you can't move it, it can become a permanent fixture there. You plant flowers around it, you make it part of the landscape. But gamer, it's taken up a part of your garden. It's taken up a part of your life, and then maybe another gargoyle lands. Maybe some other rocks fall in, and suddenly those are harder to lift and get out of your garden because the path is no longer a straight line. Life is complicated. Life is not easy. And so, eventually, your garden stops being yours. And it becomes dominated by these looming, horrible statues. These problems that you haven't solved. And They get grown over with moss or ivy. You plant flowers around them and make them a permanent part of the landscape. Sometimes you even forget that they're there. You get so used to walking the paths around the gargoyles that you forget that you ever had the problem to begin with, or that you ever wanted more. And you get used to that life of walking in circles. So gamers, sometimes it's important to take stock of what your gargoyles are, of where your gargoyles are sitting. And sometimes you might find that over time, it's eroded. And maybe where you were small enough that you couldn't lift it before, or maybe it had fallen in such a way that you couldn't get good leverage on it. Or maybe you've got good friends now to help you carry it. And maybe that gargoyle you got so used to living with. I don't have a driver's license. I am never gonna make a pretty girl. I have physical disability and it is too difficult for me to exercise. Maybe, gamer, just maybe, if you look again, maybe that gargoyle's not as big as you remember it being. Maybe the weather has eroded it. Maybe it's shifted position and you can get rid of it now. And so it's so important to check that once in a while. Check on your gargoyles. Maybe you can move them. So that's gargoyles. And so doing these long outstanding things, making those calls to the doctor, trying to address the things that have held you back in your life. A friend of mine got a driver's license for the first time, I think the first time in a billion years, got an actual state ID. A real scary and sad situation for one of my best friends. He finally resolved it this year. And I'm so proud of him. So, also Iron Bite. Also, don't forget, you can take a sledge to that gargoyle. You won't demolish it all in a day, but it'll fall with enough work. That's true stuff, ML, as long as you're working on it. It can be hard to look at them. It can be hard work to swing the hammer, but, it's worth it. It's really worth it. Take that patch of your garden back. Make that yours again. So, I don't know. That's my metaphor anyway. That's how I think of it. I think it's important in the new year when it comes to resolutions, right? And if you're looking for resolutions and things that you can resolve to change in 2025, maybe you'll nail it. Look at your gargoyles. Check your garden. Most people have something like that, Something that's just gone unaddressed for a super long time. Anyway, I've stopped looping this song now. It was more emotionally appropriate to the topic than the Kirby song was. We'll go to the Kirby song once this one ends. But y'all got some good resolutions. Y'all got some good plans for the new year. Personally, I'm trying to get fit again. I'm trying to get a little more in shape. Your goal for the year: finish the final season of your audio drama. Hiatus has been too long. That's the gargoyle, Fatagan. What are the things that have held you back from it? Maybe they're not holding you back as much now as they were. Take a crack at it again. See how you feel. You're different now than you were when you went on hiatus. You're a different person with different perspective, different people around you. It's worth dusting it off. It's a really beautiful metaphor. You'd love to know how I come up with them. I don't know. Truthfully, I think I get like one a year. That one, I was talking to a friend, and I don't want to out them, but I was talking to a friend about it. And it was just kind of the way I was trying to visualize his problem. He was describing a problem to me. And I like to work in metaphor. I like to think of things in terms of metaphor because my brain is not very big. And it helps me visualize stuff if I come up with metaphors for it. And it helps me to kind of gamify it and think of it in terms of metaphor. And because it simplifies the issue a little bit too, And so, no beards, please. No beards, Nakashima. Not an aesthetic I would ever want, even jokingly. And so I don't know, the gargoyle sitting in the beautiful garden is how I thought of it. So, it's a story you want to end. The characters deserve closure, Fatagan. And I think trying to end a story is one of the hardest parts of it. So, I'll tell you, from terms of advice, write the last line. Write the final line of your audio drama. Close it off with something. and then work backwards from there. Try that. Try to describe the final scene, and then work backwards from how you come up with a satisfying final scene, and then you can connect the threads back. Floating rat? I don't know what that means. The One Piece is real. The One Piece is real, Magna. The One Piece is real. And do you know what it is? It's the bonds the crew share that they learned together from the pirate who was trolling the entire pirate community and whose whole goal was to inspire pirates to come together and seek his treasure on the Grand Line. We are now one piece, one unified body, a crew together. In the show that gives us more Nakama speeches per square inch than any other show that has ever existed, the One Piece is real, and they already have it. And actually, Oda said he wouldn't do that, and it's absolutely real treasure, and he would never lie. He would never, or maybe he's George R.R. Martin in this case, where he's like, oh shit, I wrote myself into a corner. Who the fuck is Jon Snow? There's nothing that's gonna be satisfying now. I mean, that and the overthrow of the world government, that's true. And now, it would be cool if the One Piece was, like, something narratively inspiring. But it's gotta be narratively inspiring and not Nakama speeches. Then, if that's the answer. So. The first OP is literally titled We Are. Me thinking maybe some amount of that is maybe a response to criticism of, like, it was a little predictable and he doesn't want it to be that predictable. I don't know. We'll see. Goldie Rogers accidentally melted down all his treasure and left it on Laugh Tale. See, I've seen like 3 episodes of the series. I've seen more of the live action One Piece than I've seen of the anime, so that doesn't mean anything to me. That means nothing to me. But so, yeah, anyway, here we are. We're playing around with the old model today because I made some new features for her. So we're a robot today. I don't know, we'll see. I might change. But look, I got chat on my wrist. See? I can see what y'all are saying now. I couldn't before, I was just guessing. Previously, all of my previous comments to chat were just me guessing what you were saying. The common theory is Luffy's hat is the One Piece? Yeah. Hashtag make Hesper read One Piece. God. You know, maybe that's a goal, right? Maybe it's a goal of some kind. We'll set a goal for something. It's a donathon goal. Next time we do a donathon, we'll reach $10 billion. Hesper will read all of One Piece. You have real theories but don't want to spoil anything. That's fair. That's fair. I've always wanted to get into it, but I just never did. I like Fairy Tail. I like Fairy Tail quite a bit. Hi, Lilac. Hi, Lilac. Welcome in. Nice to see you. If Luffy's hat is somehow the One Piece, why did Shanks have it? What a great question. I know who Shanks is. Oh, we'll get you into One Piece, Hepper. I have a 2-piece. I have a 2-piece bathing suit, actually. I think a 1 piece is pretty good, though. You'll have your very own OC. Man. Yeah, I know. Devil fruit? Devil fruit. What devil fruit do I have? What power do I have? Well, I have the,
Boy, I'm Shanks, the friendly chimney sweep. Take me bloomin' hat. Step in time, step in time.
I have no idea what that means. Ryusei speaking in tongues on my stream. What does that mean? No, I have the Mumu Gunyu fruit that turns your body into pure lactanium and makes you a robot. I can't swim, but a robot couldn't swim anyway. And I have the power to shoot light beams now. Okay, so I see the One Piece fans in the chat also don't know what that means. That's good. That's good. That's good. What a relief for me. Ushi no Mi, model robot cat. See? See, we already have a character now. Depending on how well the robot is sealed, it doesn't even need to swim. It can just walk on the bottom. See, I think that's like power gaming my way out of the vulnerability of the devil fruit, though. Water is supposed to be dangerous for you. Once you've eaten it, right? You're supposed to like drown. You risk drowning. And so, you know, just being able to like walk and survive on the bottom of the ocean, that feels like a little bit like power gaming. That feels a little lame. I got the metal cap. And that's what happened to me. Okay, no, still no mail. I'm waiting for a package. I have a package that's supposed to be arriving, but it's going to my old address, which is the apartment downstairs from me. And somebody lives there now, so I'm keeping an eye on my email. Love the idea of someone with a devil fruit getting Frankied to circumvent the weakness. I feel like when you're trying to circumvent a weakness in lore, like, oh, well, Naruto can actually, he can actually turn his Kagebunshin no Jutsu into more chakra, and then it never runs out. You know, because that's what he does, and I feel like circumventing the weakness is like a cool for a power moment, but like eventually it becomes like, okay, now we have a character with no weaknesses. Oh, I love that for us. Love that for us. Because we love a character with no weaknesses or flaws, right? We love a character who never portrays weakness. It's so relatable. Hey, how's it going? Hi, Siren. Welcome in. Also, Crow, I've never seen JoJo's. I've never seen an episode of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. JoJo's LOL Random Journeys. I've never seen it. I've never watched a single episode of the show. You're done cooking and feel like sleeping, so goodbye. Goodbye, Hansmerk. Thank you for stopping in. Please enjoy your beans. I hope they came out good. It's better when it's just shifting weakness. That's better, because you maintain some, and I don't mean just like a kryptonite, you know? I mean like a character weakness, a character flaw. Like, this is a person who does Twitch streams, but she secretly worries that all of her friends are just tolerating her because she doesn't know how to connect with people when it's not about healing from mutual trauma or crisis mitigation. And she's worried she can't ever have actual friendships, and she's trying to come to terms with that. And then sometimes talks about it on stream, even though she probably shouldn't. That's a character weakness, and I think it's charming. We call that gap moe. Mental illness? No, it's gap moe.
I am Batman. I can breathe in space. Where are the drugs hiding? Where did the junker take the cards? The junker stole the cards. Now where are the drugs hiding? Peekaboo, I see you.
That's Batman. If anime taught you anything, the true weakness is not having friends. Oh yeah, the Nakama speech is empowering. Plus 30% power giving a Nakama speech. I feel like you'd either love or hate JoJo's, no idea which though. So I'm friends with a dude who has talked about it. It's kind of his like neurodivergent hyperfixation. And I keep bouncing off of it. He's so excited about it, and I really want to love it with him. I really, really do. I might love it if I actually watched it, but I haven't really given it a shot. I really, really desperately want to love it with him. It would be fun to counterbalance that. Oh, you can overcome that water weakness with your robot body, but man, is it fragile and mechanically unstable. What are you talking about? This body is fine. This body does, I have never once broken down. How dare you? This is masterful artisan. Oh, I died. So, oh, I'm Batman. I can breathe in space. Peekaboo, I see you. Where are the drugs hiding? Who ate all the drugs? I'm the Jongleur. I'm Keith Ledger. You want to know how I got these cards?
Calculate pi to 1,000 pieces.
3.1415927. There's a good song about that, actually. Calculate pi to 1,000 pieces. 1 piece, 2 piece, 3 piece, 4 piece, 5 piece, 6 piece. Skip a few. 999, 1,000. We did it. The 1,000th digit of pi is... Here's the 3, 4. The 1,000th digit of pi is 4. I hear the sound of you Googling. I've said it before, but JGBA is just the anime version of that weird pretend game we all played on the playground as kids where everyone just made up ways around everyone else's bullshit. That sounds rad as hell, actually. That genuinely sounds rad as hell. Yeah, the back part of the hair is not exactly 0000, but I do think using 00 gives it an interesting dynamic because it creates a silhouette in front of the back hair. It's actually it's a very light gray. It's also because there's a rim lighting effect on it that makes it lighter. So. By Freeze Pop. Yes, Click Flint. It's a good song. I like it. It's on Netflix. You start from part 1. If you're not hooked by the time you reach part 3, parts 1 and 2 are fairly short in the anime, you can probably just call it and say you tried. I don't have Netflix anymore. I do not have a Netflix subscription. I'm gonna loop this song a little bit. I like this one a lot. Also, this is a video that does not have enough views. This is a account that does not have enough subscribers. This is DM Dokuro's cover of Green Garden from Bomberman 64. Please go check them out on YouTube. Yes, ending power systems. Yes. Louie, the cowgirl robot is a science genius girl. Yeah, no, the 1000th digit of pi is 4. Did nobody really? Nobody's. I got it. Now I got to double check. Hold on. What is the 1000th digit of pi?
Pieces has been lifted.
So don't look it up. Don't look it up. I was right. I was right. Don't worry about checking. No. Your hot take, you love parts 1 and 2 of JoJo's. Part 3 is the most meh arc. 4 and 5 are good too. As I understand it, a very bad thing happens to a dog for basically no reason at one point, and that's very upsetting to me. I've seen a clip that I'm pretty sure is from JoJo, where the dog dies, and it makes me very sad. If something bad happens to the dog, I probably don't want to see it. I think is what it boils down to. As a general rule, if something bad happens to the dog, I don't want to see it. And I'm making an exception because Boncha really likes John Wick and wants me to see it, so I wanna be friends and like the things my friends like, so. And I like Keanu Reeves. I've never not liked him in something, so. Happens like once every. What the fuck? Why? Why would you hurt the dog? I don't understand. I don't get it. That might be a reason for me not to, because JoJo villains often do bad things to dogs to show how horrible they are. Yeah, I might not be into that, not gonna lie. I get very sad about it when it happens. Also, I'm gonna feed y'all a number. Just gonna check it real quick. 1.01. So that is 5%. We really stopped at 5%? I'm surprised. Okay. Yeah, Dan, it's the Bomberman soundtrack. This is Green Garden, the first level theme. Not necessarily the first level, but it's kind of meant to be the first level of Bomberman 64. Dun, 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 bum, bum, ba-da-da-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum. Thank you for the XP reward, Click Flint. I appreciate it. Yum, 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 yum. Delicious. Delicious XP. That's how I level up. That's how I gain strength and power. That says Kobold. What does the XP taste like? Kind of like marshmallows if they were made of air and lightning. EXP, you guys might not know this. Experience points is actually lightning aligned and water aligned simultaneously. Experience as a tangible thing are lightning and water together. And nobody knows exactly why. But that's if you break down experience points into their constituent elements, it's lightning, which is a secondary element, and water, which is a primary element, kind of merged together. And most magic can't combine those two because the lightning channels out through the water and disrupts the magic. But experience points? Who knows? Gatorade? Yeah, it's got electrolytes. Szechuan marshmallows? Well, I love me a Szechuan marshmallow. Give me some star anise in it. You just Googled it and there's... That's me? 11 dogs die in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure in the first 4 major arcs? I don't think I'm gonna watch that. I'm sorry, I don't want to be squeamish or like a prude or nothing. And I appreciate content being good, but like, holy shit, you guys. 11 dogs die? I can't handle that. I can't handle that. Holy cow. And this from a cow. Is that Hesper? You wouldn't know it, would you? Dolly! Miss Dolly offers hello. Dolly. $1.50 slice. Dolly, I'm gonna call you Dollar on accident. Dollar, my love. Please come close to the screen. Dolly, please come here. Dolly, please come here. Hold on, Dolly. Dolly, give me a hex code for a color. What's your favorite color? Before we do this, what's your favorite hex code, Dolly? And go ahead and we're gonna do, I'm gonna type it in here. Give me a hex code for your favorite color. And then we'll do this. Then we'll do this thing. Oh. Okay, well, we're gonna go FF99C8 because that's my favorite pink. Dolly, come here. Get on up on the screen. Come here. Yes, it's good. Oh, yes. Yes. Thank you, Dolly. Thank you, Dolly. How you doing, Dolly? How are you feeling? Gamers, that's $1.50 Slice, a delightful pink otter on the internet. She is one of my favorite people in the known universe. I think she is extraordinary. She's a wonderful content creator. She's been an incredible friend to me. She has stuck with me through thick and thin in the narrow band of time in which we've known each other. We've had both thick and thin, and she's stuck with me through both of those things. And she's wonderful and she's great, and she's been very sick lately. So please give Dolly a lot of love on twitch.tv/$1.50 Slice. Okay, you're definitely doing something to me. You're definitely doing something to me. I can feel the magic. And am I more charming? Do I feel more charming to you? Dolly, can you honestly say, do I seem more charming to you than usual? In some intangible phase sort of way? I feel like so it's a charm spell. What does that mean? What happens when it builds up? Dolly is rad as fuck, and if you disagree, fuck you. 100%. 100,000, 10 billion%. Means my Riz goes up. Check my Riz. Okay. Oh, hold on. There we go. My Riz stat, huh? You know? It does seem to be maybe imperceptibly a little higher. Also, gamers, I did some more work on my model. Look at that. Look at that. How cool is that? I finally got the emissive maps on the eyes to work. It took me 2 years of not using this model to finally make the update. But I can't reach the button to close it. Because this model's so short. So, Vanblad, you wonder what it could be? Shut your mouth. If you know, don't tell anybody. Y'all Hesper's so cool. Yeah, Dolly's so cool. Dolly's making a... Have you announced the new thing yet? I'm shutting up. Dolly's very rad and I love her and I think she's great. That's all it is. She's not short, she's punky ass cowgirl with RGB gamer hair. Listen, I wanted to be the RGB gamer cowgirl. When I was this model, I was the people's cowgirl girlfriend. I was the community cowgirl girlfriend. You know? That was my vibe. That's who I wanted to be back then. And I think there's still a joy in that. Thank you for the hydrate, Lilith. You've announced Furry Dolly, that's all? Furry Dolly's very exciting. That is what I was thinking of. Yes, I wasn't sure if you had talked about it or not, so... I couldn't remember. I thought you had, and then I stopped. I put on the brakes. I was like, oh shit. So... Yeah, Furry Dolly is really goddamn cute. Furry, now we're weird, don't do it. Yeah, don't do it. Don't do it. Furry characters are weird. They're weird and strange, and do strange things. Like charm spells, and glasses. Don't do it. I guess it's more of a scaly character, but that's a subset, right? Or cousin, yeah. Nah. Don't do it. Don't boop the, do not the snoot. Do not the Kobel Snoofler. I am 100% pure lactanium alloy in this form. You cannot hurt me in a way that matters. You're a VTuber because you're a furry. I'm a VTuber because I'm a fairy. I mean, it's accurate, right? You cannot stop the boop. I like that there's a skeleton, but it's like a meat finger coming in at it. Thank you for all the charm spells, everybody. I appreciate it very much. Oh, Fauna, that command only works for Magna. That's specifically for Magna's power shot. As thanks for drawing like so much incredible art and being an amazing friend, that Magna has received a special command. And also it was because we were testing it, but yeah, Magna gets a special power shot. And if Magna redeems power shot with points, it uses his special power shot too. You're so mad this has a cooldown? Vampod, did you read the description on it? Did you read the description on the redeem? Just saying. Oh, Lance, how long has that been there? So, charm spell. I know you're all wondering. You're probably not gonna know. It's probably not gonna. Anyway, we're moving on from that topic. Well, in that case, yeah, if you want a power shot, you'll have to. Oh, ow! Okay, metal slime. Oh, a couple metal slimes in that one. Okay. A couple metal slimes got in there. That's fine. Oh God, Poncha. Ah! So there's a cooldown on it because I timed it out. Because I didn't want you to reach a certain threshold in a certain amount of time. But we're plenty safe on this. We're plenty safe on this. No idea what it does, but it's a new button. It's a charm spell. It makes me more charming. It increases my Riz stat by a small factor. Also, hi Bagel, hello, welcome in. Nice to see you. It makes me cute. Yes, it makes me cuter. I'm adorable. I'm adorable. Well, I showed y'all the video, right? Remember that one time the orb goddess, like, fully, like, that was really cute, right? There is a redeem. There's a couple. Which redeem do you mean? Fauna. Riz stat, we gotta be careful so it doesn't go dull skibbity. No, you don't want dull skibbity Riz, nuh-uh. Because the Rizzler will come to collect. And when the Rizzler comes and collect, if you're not hitting the Gwitty, when will we hitting the Gwitty, then the dull skib. If you got dull skibbity, forget it. You're not Phantom Tax at all. I'm just gonna... this is the only way to make up to you guys, right? Rizzle me this, Batman! That's wonderful. Rizzle me this, Batman! If I'm so skippity, then who pays the Phantom Tax? I already died once. Hesper, can I ask a question if that's okay? Pneumonia, if this was your first time chat, the answer would probably be no. But, no, you've been around. You please ask questions. I beg you. I beg you. I beg you. Please ask questions. I don't want to talk anymore, Nigma. No! That is not how this was supposed to go! That wasn't very skibbity of me. No, it wasn't very Phantom Tax. My Fortnite Battle Pass. Oh my god, first time chatters having, can I ask you a question, is such an anxiety attack attractor. Yeah, streamer, can I ask a question? Or like, wow, is that your model? Or, oh, is that what you sound like? Is that your real voice? Or can I ask a question? Or streamer, can I DM you? Those are good ones. Those are good first time chats. Or leading in with a joke. If it's your first time chat, don't tell a joke. You guys want to know some Twitch etiquette? Don't tell a joke as your first time chat. It's Slimon!
Streamer, first time chatter here. Can I ask a question?
Yes, Slimon, of course. Anything for you. Your favorite is hi. Yeah, no, the hi in stream chat is fine.
Thank you for answering my question.
You're welcome, Slimon. Oh, I get it. Hi in stream chat is fine. Can I throat slam you, chatter? Yeah, pick me up, but you have to. Okay, Vanblood, you can only if you pick me up with one hand, hold me, and look at me for a second and go, poor little cowgirl. Little cowgirl, you thought you were so mighty. But after all this, how now, brown cow? And then, and then you slam me so hard that I burn on re-entry, you know? Can I ask you a question? Are you prepared for the consequence? That's a good one, Ryu. I do like that one. Just hi sets you off. No punctuation, no emotes, no inflection. It's menacing. It's worse to get in the DM. Or sup. I used to get that one too. So when I was the people's community cowgirl girlfriend, right? When I flirted with every chatter who came in, when I was like tee hee hee, I was reaching for that girly flirtable energy, right? I tried it. And the number of DMs that I got that were just sup or hi, and I go, hey, what's going on? They'll go, nothing much, you? And I'm like, gamer, not only is that a zero riz attempt, but like I get 30 of these a day. Like, I'm not gonna respond to that. I can't respond to that. What you want to put the burden of starting a conversation on me just because you want a piece of me? No, you gotta present me something. Bring me fucking blue, or we're not gonna smash. If I don't get blue, I ain't gonna smash. That's just what it boils down to. You gotta give me blue. And giving me hi or sup in a DM is not blue. It's worse in a DM for sure. I don't know. I kind of like it in stream chat because then I can go like, oh, hey, balls to the wall, 69420. What's going on? How you doing? Thanks for coming into the chat. Because hi is like, that's like a normal greeting, right? If it's in a private place where nobody else can see and they're trying to separate me from the crowd with hi or sup, that freaks me out. When people try to separate me from the crowd to get personal attention because that means the kind of attention that they want from me doesn't work in public, right? And that's horrifying to me. If the kind of attention you want from me isn't okay in a public place, and that's why you're DMing me, that's not okay. They do now, actually. They just follow, say hi, and then drop their spam message. They do. Sometimes they'll comment on your stream, too. The only sup you'll accept is the kind presented with the clip from Scary Movie. Yes, let us sup together with this killer. Yes, the killer. Yes, the ghost face killer. Yes, quite. No, a wonderful sup. Yes, quite. We have supped. That's the one, right? But what if she doesn't want blue? I do. I always want blue. I close my DMs, but like usually I want blue. Let me reset my tracker a little here. There we go. I was kind of looking down. Wait. That feels good. That feels better. Make your first time chat a moo. Moo? Yes. Well, I kind of miss mooing on stream. Mooing is fun. Moo. 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 Good guy. Stop, Pamplot. You also gotta love it when first time chatters spoil games. Oh, that's an instant ban. That is an instant ban. Do not pass go. Do not collect 200 bits. Hesper, what about yellow? Oh, Cindy likes yellow. Cindy likes yellow. She's a hoe. Blue moo. Listen, I'm 100% lactanium alloy in this form. What if I just changed forms what if I just rebranded every day? What if I was a different VTuber anytime I went live? No, I think the truth is I just miss the bits from being a robot. Like I miss like getting to do those bits, those little goofs and gaffs. Blowing up all the time. Quizzicalatl, hi, greetings and salutations. It is your first time chat, but you have the blue gembo, which means a 2-month sub. That's crazy. Hi, Quizzicalatl, I love your name. Thank you so much for the first time chat. I don't normally call out lurkers or followers by name because I want people to be able to do so quietly without getting like, you know, mobbed. But like, I've seen you, I appreciate you. I like your name a lot. I mean, I usually just shout your name when I show up in chat. Moosin! Moosin! Anyways, the question is something you weren't sure if you should ask in chat or DM. That's why you're so hesitant on typing it. You know what I mean? Okay, so I'll give you an answer to that. And this will help you decide whether you want to DM it or whatever. I am really open about my personal life. If it's a question about my personal life or my preferences or my own journey, I'm 100% happy to talk about it on stream. Even if it seems like TMI sort of question, ask me about my butt, whatever, it's fine. It's genuinely fine. If it's a question that exposes your personal information, I would prefer it in a DM as a general rule. Because I think your personal life, you get to decide how much of that you want to share. But yeah, no, if that helps you draw the line anywhere. You asked me about my butt. I like that you said it in all caps. I ask you about your butt and end my turn. It's not as nice as I want it to be, but I have been doing squats, so. Salutations, esteemed fairy of inquiries and VTuber of open interactions. I hereby extend a meticulously articulated, overly elaborate acknowledgement of your presence and bid you a ceremoniously grandiose hello. In this digital hi. Thank you, Nakashima Rio, I appreciate it. It's a well-formed first-time chat, thank you. Does your butt have a crack in it, and how do you fix... Oh, damn it, does it again? Hold on. Gotta... You know what? Let's... How to fix robot butt? Yeah, okay. Okay. Belt sander, crazy glue, silicone padding, more lactanium, okay. Alright, well, it's not gonna get fixed on this stream, sorry gamers, but what's a VTuber stream without a little bit of scuff, right? Having a crack in my ass, that's pretty scuff, right? I place 3 boob questions face down and pass to you. 3 boob questions? You've activated my trap card. I love talking about boobs. Nothing personal at all on either end. It's just something you probably hear from plenty of people all the time. Oh, well, in that case, I'm plenty happy to hear it. What's up, Nymonia? Yeah, Loctite. Definitely some Loctite. You wouldn't have to drill that open later when you need to replace the screws. How to replace robot nose. Loud industrial noises commence, yes. There we go, butt fixed. Butt crack fixed. You learned a spell for this, mend butt crack. Oh no, no, good thing I don't poo. That's on my robot. Because boy, that would be stressful. Does it need a firmware update? Yeah, it's a little too soft right now. It should be firmer. That would be nice. Are you a third-rate asker with a fourth-rate boob question? I don't know the answer to that. Hey, Giuseppe, yeah, welcome in. It's nice to see you. That was incredible. Thank you, Fauna. Thank you, Fauna. I appreciate you. Did she just drill her own? But I mean, you have to. You got to use a power drill. You can't put a robot together with hand screws. They'll fall apart. And I'm cheap. I'm cheaply made. I'm like bottom drawer, like spare parts robot. I cast instant Brazilian wax. Ugh. I mean, that's not too bad. Speaking as somebody with chronic pain who has had like some downstairs surgery, that's not too bad. Sucks, but like compared to something like testicular torsion, whoa. See a robot cow? At the moment, I haven't been in like over 2 years, but I did a bunch of work on this model just for kicks last night, so I felt like using it today. I'm actually a fairy. Hello, my name is Hesper, Lumina, Lightwing, Lasiduous, Temporaria, Alexandria, Mimi, Moet, Choco Taco, Hydro Puncher, everything went better than expected. First try, perfect timing, 10 minutes later, Taco Cloth. I just want everyone to be okay, Lilith. But you can call me Hesper, or Lumina for short, and I'm your companion fairy, here to help fill up your hearts and help you lock on so you can slay your way to a brighter day. But at the moment, I'm the cowgirl for now, girl. That's fine, too. Because I did a bunch of work on this model, I got a bunch of cool new tech tricks. And I wanted to show them off, even though I don't use this model anymore. Hesper was made with parts from Temu. Oh, crap. Oh, crap, Temu parts! That explains everything. Oh, that explains the dreams. You were just wondering if you could add me on Discord. You didn't want to be weird, but you were trying to like comb through rules and be careful about it. You wanted to be as respectful about it as possible. You know, some streamers are on it. You know, Nymonia, I appreciate you asking. I actually have closed off my friend requests for now. I was getting a little overwhelmed, and I'm sorry. If you have like a specific question, I'd be happy to help you out in as much as I can. But when it comes to like friend requests and trying to like open up my personal life to people with DMs, I had to kind of close the doors on that because I was getting too much. I'm really sorry. I hope that answers your question. Dun, 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 dun. And I do appreciate you asking first. I had to close the door. We had a discussion about this a couple months ago. I talked about parasocial relationships on the stream, and I highlighted it. I saved the VOD. It's not uploaded to the YouTube yet, or it's uploaded, but it's not public on the YouTube. But we did a stream where I talked at length about parasocial relationships because I had a really bad experience. I've had a couple really bad experiences, and I don't mean I love that red. What the fuck? What the fuck? I love that red. Look at that. What a good choice, Lance. So I've had a couple of experiences with parasocial relationships with people overstepping and asking too much and getting way too personal and demanding too much of my personal life. And I had to close the DMs. I love making personal connections with people. It's a big part of what I want to do here. I consider y'all my family. I really do. But like, there just isn't enough of me to go around to give private attention to everybody. There just isn't. I was getting... Frankly, some days I still do, but at the peak of this, at the height of this, I was getting something like 15 to 20 DMs a day about various things. And a lot of them started becoming people like venting about their personal lives or complaining about their mental illness or their mothers or their bad relationship with their family. And I'm like, I want to help you. I do. I really genuinely do. It means so much to me that you see me as somebody who can help you and who can be there for you through a difficult time. But there just isn't enough of me. So I had to close my DMs. And some folks, I tried to set boundaries about this with a couple of folks. I tried to be like, hey, I can't do this like this. Please, I can't be this involved in your personal life. I'm sorry. I can listen to your problems, but if you start trying to get to me on like a personal level, I can't do that for you. And then I got some pushback on this from a couple of folks. I got some negativity about it, and I ended up closing my DMs. So, I think it's what's a pair of social relationships? Yeah, exactly, Van Blood. Who has a pair of social relationships? I have dozens. A temporal pair of socks. I can't not put these on. Ah! Yeah, so it's like, if we wanted to give you a game from your Steam wish list, of course we should ask first before we add you on there, right? Steam is different. Steam is different because it's easier for me to go invisible on Steam. If you really want to get me something on my Steam wish list, I'm honored by this. It's very sweet of you. I will probably add people on Steam. I won't be reachable on Steam most of the time, but I'll probably add you on Steam if you try to add me on Steam. I think as a special exception, Steam is okay, because that's not where my personal life lives, you know? I use Steam pretty much exclusively for streaming, so that's okay. That would be a little bit like messaging me in the Discord. In like a Positivity or Atelier Lumi Discord, you know? Yeah, Chipperdoodles, Bravest Warriors, Pendleton Ward's project after Adventure Time, which I happen to think is... Pen Ward's work on Bravest Warriors is way better than Pen Ward's work on Adventure Time. Natasha Allegri and Rebecca Sugar did some incredible work on Adventure Time, but, You apologize. Wait, I'm trying to scroll up so I can read your message and it's not letting me scroll up. You apologize if you were ever one of the ones who crossed that boundary, but you told, nah, Triss, you were good. Triss, you were fine. Listen, if you ever crossed that boundary, I told you. Like, truly and honestly, if you ever stepped over that parasocial boundary, I want to be clear, chat, and to kind of heal the negativity here. If you ever stepped over the boundary and made me uncomfortable, I told you. I just said it. So, if I haven't said it to you, you can breathe out and you can relax. I don't exactly spend tons of time on Steam and answering DMs on there. I don't. No, I usually don't answer Steam DMs at all. But I want to be clear. I want to be clear. If you want to buy me something on my Steam wish list, I'd be very happy. I'd be very honored. It'd be very sweet of you. It'd be a very nice gift. I want to be real clear. Donations and bits and subs and gifts do not give you access to my personal life. I want to be clear because some people have that expectation and I want to manage that. It's a thing. I'll talk about it on stream. I'll talk about it in a public place. I'll thank you prolifically. I will always remember you as the person who bought me, you know, the rhythm, what's a Headbangers Royale or whatever on Steam, the bird rhythm game. I will always remember you as the person who did that. It is very sweet of you, but I can't, you know? Can relate, might not, but that's the anxiety. Understood, understood. Previous Warriors was always so strange to you. It had like 3 seasons of 6 episodes, then wham, 52 episode 4th season, then nothing. I haven't seen the 4th season at all, Omnicore. I don't think. Because it's always been Wankersham happened in season 3, right? And then it was season 3. It's always been Wankersham. And season 4 was a lot about the whole Emotion Lord plotline, right? Streamers are not social gashapons you put money into and get a genuine relationship out of. Three-star Lumina Lilyhoof. You guys want to pull again? Oh, how did I get here? What is this place? 4-star Hesper. What? Who's talking? Oh God! They worked on some of Adventure Time's most popular songs. They did, and they did a really goddamn good job. You've had some people try to use their donation subs bits as some way to get art from Purple. God, that pissed us off. Okay, Van, I'm gonna say something that's a little personal and a little bit of like I'll pull back the veil a little bit, right? Purple immediately struck me as a person who has had way too many people reaching out to her. Purple is a woman on the internet who embraces her sexuality really openly and is an incredible artist. And my first thought was, oh fuck, I need to do everything in my power to be very, very clear that I'm not using Van to get to Purple. I just like Van Blood on his own. And I'm not trying to be weird about Purple. I'm not trying to get into their life. I'm not trying to enter a relationship or get personal attention. I just want to be nice. And then I bought y'all a video game like a while ago. And I was really worried that you were going to think I was making some kind of parasocial love bomb. And I think I might have psyched myself out a little bit and just not messaged for a while. I just think you guys are cool. And I really like a comfortable, happy couple. And I really think you guys set a really good example of like an adult, comfortable, like sexual relationship that is kind of out in the open, but not like creepy about it. And I think that's really cool. I think what you do is really cool. I am a kink-aware, sex-positive VTuber. And I think what you do is really cool. And that's really all I wanted to say with that. But yeah, 100%, I guarantee you people are trying to get in. To some extent, that would be very gender validating for me if people gave me the kind of attention people give Purple. But, you know. You bought a book off of Rebecca Sugar on one Comic-Con when they were just in the audience for Adventure Time panel you were also at. That's wild. Wild, Chipper. Twitch is a performance. Throwing flowers on stage does not give you permission to follow the actors home. That's such a good analogy. I usually go with comedy club. You don't, like, sometimes I'll hang out after the show is over and vibe with people in the tables in the audience. We'll eat a meal together or whatever, but I go home. At the end of the day, I go home, you know? And you don't get my phone number because you liked my comedy show. Your honesty, your transparency is appreciated. Thank you so much for putting it back into light and for such a great response. You're welcome, Naimonia. I try to be as transparent as I can. I think this stuff is very relevant to all of us as performers, too. Yeah, I love these. Thank you, Chipper. The Chipper with the Shenmue reference in 2024. I was just talking to was it Bancha on his stream about Shenmue? And I was gonna be like, you know, it's available on Steam, right? But it wouldn't be the same. You were hoping for the SSR swimsuit, Lumi? There's a fairy you can get. She's a really rare pull, though. Dang, how many models do you have? 7? 7? Gyuko. Assuming final forms of all of them. Gyuko, Lumibot, Alt-Goth Lumibot, USH-03, Lumina Lilyhoof, Hisphere Plume. So it's 6. So I guess 6 with 7 coming. 7's coming. I never actually counted before. I mean, the fairy forms also count too. Oh man, I got red hair like the fairy from Zelda 2. How exciting. She's had her Discord closed off for years. Yeah, no, I bet, Van. I bet. Someone's hand be glitching. Yeah, it's just the leap motion. It's just the way it do. Sometime it glitch, sometime it don't. I have never figured out like what exactly is the fix for this. I'm just gonna wipe it off real quick. Get some of maybe the smudge off of it. A little smooch. I keep trying to change the position on the leap motion tracker because it's sometimes it tracks fine and sometimes it doesn't. You know. Wait, what's going on? Why am I looking over that way? I don't know why I'm looking over that way. That's weird. I guess Hesper is the one exception to I can only count to 4. Yeah, most VTubers don't get this many models. I made a lot of them myself, but 3 of them were by Totidoki. And then a new one of them is by a different artist. Am I using V1 or V2? You bought yourself the 2 for Christmas, comes in soon. I'm using 2 now, actually. Previously, I really endorsed the benefits of Leap Motion 1, because the Gen 2 was not in a place where it was working as well as the 1. But I switched over to 2 because it runs less hot. It does not going to burn your titties off if you wear it on your chest. I have mine. I can show you where mine is, actually. Hold on. If I go to tracking layers and I go to the leap motion, I can do this. This is about where mine is. It's actually a little bit higher than this, but I have it mounted above my monitor on like a big mic boom arm. And it sits there statically. And it kind of looks out forward at me. Like so. And that's the best tracking I was able to get out of it. It's not perfect, but it does pretty good. And if it's angled a little bit forward, I think it tracks better, I believe. You can make grabby hands even better. Grabby hands. Grabulon. I'm grabbing Van Blood. I'm grabbing your horns, and I'm hopping on your head, and I'm riding around on you like a little gremlin. Let's go. Let's go for a ride. Go, Minotaur, go. You guys don't know this, but Taurans have an ability called planes running. In my heart, they still have it. And they go real fast. I only made 3. Yeah. So Totidoki made this one, the Lumina Lilyhoof model, and the Hisphere Plume model, the Kobold model. And then a new artist, who I'm not announcing formally, but I did not pay like the privacy fee, so if you can find their stream or any of their content, or their work, you may find it in progress. I have not found it anywhere, but if you do, you'll get an early look at it. I did show the reference art for it, though. Yours is on the desktop. That's where mine used to be. So I find that sometimes I have to like put my hands over it to like reset it and get it to track my hands again. I had to do that a lot more often when it was on the desktop. If I wanted to gesture with my hands, and I do this in real life now sometimes too, because I talk with my hands in real life a lot. I cover it and then I do the action. Just like real casually, cover it with one hand and then it resets it. So it's a gesture you get used to doing before you try to gesticulate with your hands. And before I do something like this, I'll always go You know, there's always a little sweep. And when it was on my desktop, I kept whacking my titties like that. And it just didn't track as well. And I had like a shorter range of motion. I haven't tried the 2 on the desktop. Maybe the 2 is better, but the 1 was real bad on desktop. I know the 2's got more of a fisheye, so. Otis, that's really kind of you to say. This is actually a super old model. Thank you so much for that. This is when I was a robot cowgirl. This is like an almost 3-year-old model at this point. I don't know if you can see the face tracking is a little different. It's not as good as my usual models. Because this is the first model Tokidoki ever made for me. And he didn't know how to do the blend shapes, so we worked tirelessly on like finding references and getting him like, cause he agreed to do them and he was like, I don't really know how to do it, but if you can help me, sure. So I got references and documentation and I helped teach him how to do it.
Happy New Year's, less than 3.
Happy New Year's, Calfiro, welcome in, it's nice to see you. But I did a bunch of work on this model for funsies. Specifically, it was something that went on Purple's stream, actually, Van Blood. Purple Partis's stream that inspired me to pull this model back out and play some tweaks with her and do some new functions. And so some of the stuff that I wanted to do when this model was first made, like have color changing hair, or a little screen on my wrist that shows chat in live, just for like little incidental details like that. Or have the expressions that I can stack with my normal face tracking, without being too disruptive to my normal face tracking. I didn't know how to do those things when I first got this model, but now I do. So I went back in, I did like 9 hours of work on this yesterday. Thanks for increasing my charisma, Van. I appreciate that. But yeah, so that's kind of the vibe. That's kind of what's going on. And you forgot about planes running? I didn't. I never did. Also, Dolly, were you a Tauren player? Dolly, were you a Tauren too? I was. I wanted to be when the game came out, but my guild that had moved over from a supergroup in City of Heroes played Alliance, so I couldn't be a Tauren. So I played a dwarf instead, but I wanted to be a Tauren the whole time. And eventually, when that guild kind of dissolved, I made a Tauren on Moonguard. And her name is Ganna. And Ganna is my Moonguard Tauren. And she's a Tauren arms warrior, and she has been for like 6 expansions. They got rid of planes running in beta, Bagel. It was like mid-beta they got rid of planes running. Drakthir, are your new fave? Evoker is so fun. Evoker is really fun. Evoker's really fun. The flight mechanic, the fact that the Drakthir racial flight now works just like normal dragon riding is such a good change. I was so mad when it was limited. It was like they want you to use the dragon riding system. Okay. The enhanced flying system. Okay. But like the Drakthir have wings and it feels like the enhanced flying. Like if I can mount a normal flying mount here, I should be able to use my racial flight, which is way cooler. And they didn't let you do it previously. So, you swear you remember planes running? No, it's been gone for a long time. The Worgen have an ability called Running Wild. I think it's called Running Wild. That works like planes running used to, where it's basically a ground mount. But the Tauren used to have that as their racial ability. You are the protector of cowgirls. Thanks, Van. I do need protectors. I do like being protected. You're correct about that. Thank you for protecting your cowgirl friend, Van. Sure, there's some sort of gameplay reason for that flight denial. I think it was very much the mindset of if people have this, then they will be cooler than everybody else, and we don't want one person to be cooler. That's why they got rid of planes running too. Is because they didn't want one player to have a cool ability that nobody else had. And I think that's a wrong way to look at it. I think everybody should be able to have the cool thing by making that character type that can do the cool thing. But I digress. My opinions on World of Warcraft's game design are not favorable. I haven't played in like 3 expansions for that reason. I got Dragonflight. Like, I bought it. I played the pre-patch with Ryusei, and that was me coming back after like 2 expansions. I don't know. Bofo was the last time I really played WoW, so. Salutations, Esper and everyone! How goes the people today? It's going to be good, Techie. Welcome to the yearly, queerly, occasionally dearly holiday sanctuary for New Year's edition. It's the new yearly, etc. I busted out an old model today for the robot cowgirl because I did a bunch of tech work on this model recently. I can do things like change my hair color with a text command, which I'm very proud of. And then, of course, the charm spell enchantment, which is a new thing, which raises my Riz stat very slightly every time you do it. The issue is giving everyone an equally cool thing to prevent everyone rolling only one character type. Yeah, but I mean, if it's just something like the Drakthir flight, everybody can fly. The Drakthir could just do it in a special way. Everybody has the potential. The Drakthir just hit a different button and they look different while they're doing it. But, so there's a counterpoint to my own point, which is Horizons Empire of Astaria. Which, if you guys don't know Horizons, is one of my favorite MMORPGs that I never played. Horizons was a fantasy MMORPG. It still exists. You can go play it. They rebranded to Horizons. It was Astaria originally. It was like Empire of Astaria, and then it became Horizons to have a more memorable name. And so, Astaria is an MMORPG where you can play a dragon. A full-ass dragon. And I'm not like joking. I'm not like exaggerating. You get to be a whole-ass quadruped with wings and a tail that breathes fucking fire. Like there's dwarves and elves and fantasy races. Everybody's just dragons. Nobody plays the other things. And the dragon can't use gear, can't use regular equipment. When you get loot as the dragon, you dissolve it, it goes into your hoard. And that gold piece value of your hoard going up increases your kind of overall permanent gear score. And you don't get the ability to fly or breathe fire until like a certain amount of in-game time has passed. Like a couple of months of play to get flight, like a year almost, as I recall. But everybody's dragons, because that's the fucking coolest. And because the other people don't have anything cool that's that cool, right? So everybody wants to be dragons in that game. You can also be fairies in that game, by the by, which I was. Yeah, it's rad as fuck. It's very old, it's very dated. It kind of looks like EverQuest 2 a little bit visually, but it's a little earlier than that. But it was cool. A lot of people roleplay on it. Everybody's dragons. Just, I can't stress that enough. You go on that game, everybody's dragon. Rift has that for TTRPG. Yeah. There's an entire rules section on someone playing a dragon. It's very specific because they don't hold back the dragon power one bit. I wrote a 5th edition homebrew for playing a dragon. If you go on D&D Beyond, I kind of banged it out, it's not perfect. But if you go on D&D Beyond and look up Mortal Worms, Mortal Worms is my version of a playable dragon that levels and scales with player characters. I wrote it for a game that I was running at one point that never got off the ground. So I never actually play tested it, it might suck. I also wrote a fairy race on D&D Beyond, which was, for a very long time, until a particular influencer made a fairy race and made all of their followers at it, was the most used fairy on D&D Beyond for many years. Along with my Ratfolk race, which was also the most used on D&D Beyond for many years. Just putting that on the table there. Just a little toot honk honk of my own horn. Just the dwarves also became dragons, problem solved. Yeah, dwarf dragons, exactly. It's problem solved, right? Darn those influencers. You know what's actually crazy? There's a person adjacent to the TTRPG space. Not a performer, but a person adjacent to the TTRPG space. A name that I see come up a lot in that space. That is my full meat space name. Like my full legal government name. And it's exactly the same thing as my full legal government name in every way. And seeing that name pop up in the credits for stuff is weird. Because I was like, I didn't do that. But I'm adjacent to the TTRPG performance space. So like, it's weird. Because if I got involved in those things, they would be using my meat space name and I would not. So, you wonder if there was ever a worm that was a worm that walks? No, I don't wonder that. I've seen it. I have seen that. You start out as a baby and you have to roleplay your ass off to not just ruin the game. That's kind of rad, actually. I do like that. I think it would be interesting. The rat folk shall rise strike the humans. Yes, you're correct. Here, let me get my. Where's my Skaven voice? Skaven voice. Skaven. No, I need a little drink before I can do Skaven. I'm squeezing a lot. Let's not accidentally dox ourselves. There's enough people in this space that I don't think it would, but. The rat folk shall rise strike the humans. Yeah, here you go. I love Skaven. Skaven are my boys. They're my little guys in Warhammer. You do have a resolution, and it's to stop getting into other people's wars, aka their arguments on Twitter / elsewhere. Okay, that, Joey, because you have a strong desire to fix things. Sometimes a lot of things are not yours to fix. Holy shit, what a good point to make. Let me talk about this. I had a friend who was a cat girl at one point, and I told her I was stressed one day, and she made an offhanded comment. She was like, you could argue less on Twitter. And it was just like such a casual throwaway, and I was like, whoa. And so I took stock of what I was spending my emotional energy on from day to day. I logged out of Twitter, and I advise you do the same. And not because you should leave Twitter, which you should, but not just because you should leave Twitter. Log out of it because I want you to test your reflexes, a test of your reflexes. Check and see, log out of it on all of your devices, and I want you to check and see, count the number of times in a day you see that login screen pop up. Because you probably don't know how much time you're spending on that app, how much you're filling your idle thoughts, those moments of where you normally probably just should be a little bored in your day-to-day, with a stressful social engagement farm that is literally designed to make you mad. And that's not me being facetious. That's not me putting Twitter down. That's how the algorithm works. It thrives on making you angry, and there's science behind that. So this is important. This is important because algorithms, and I'm going to talk about this a little bit. You only use Twitter for 3 things, 2 of those being supporting the homies. Yeah, I'm logged out of Twitter on all of my devices. I deleted all of my tweets. I'm in the process because Twitter has started rate limiting those like automatic deleters. I still have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of tweets that haven't been deleted, but I've been working on it, so. You use way too much of your emotional energy trying to fix things between people who used to be friends of yours / other people for the past 2 years that you need to stop. Yeah, well that's really real, honestly. You can't fix other people. You just can't. You can be a good friend, you can offer them good guidance, but at the end of the day, it's on them to take it or not. And if they're resisting you on that, then they clearly don't want it. So why would you spend that much of your energy doing something that they don't want? Because that's just hurtful at that point to both of you. So just go, all right, let them be wrong. It's okay for other people to be wrong. Just the same as it is okay for you to be wrong, it is okay for other people to be wrong. You can't fix it. It's not worth it. It's definitely not worth it. Yeah, Techie Oracles talks about this a little bit. Let me put this on the table a little bit. About algorithms. The way a content algorithm is designed, okay? Talk about like the Twitter or the Facebook algorithm. Number 1 question, why does it exist? Is it A, to show you more relevant content and keep you interested? Maybe. Is it B, to maximize advertiser revenue? The monetization of both of these platforms? Absolutely. And the end goal is monetization. At the end of the day, that's why they want it. Now don't dismiss this. Stay with me here. It's not just about greed. It's not just about greed. That's what a business is. It's designed to make money. So the algorithm is designed to show you content that gets your engagement in order to keep advertisements on the screen longer and get more advertiser impressions and click-throughs, which is how they make their money. The algorithm exists to create this function of showing you content you want to interact with and then getting the money for you interacting with it. That's why the algorithm exists. On Twitter, on Facebook, on most social media. On Bisky to some extent too. But Bisky doesn't monetize with ads. Bisky monetizes with angel investors, and it's not gonna last forever, but it's good for now. except for the whole fucking Jesse single thing, but we're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the algorithm. So, what gets your engagement? Well, some people have the willpower to engage only with positive things. Some people have the willpower to not argue back when they see an injustice. Some people train the algorithm to show them things they like and make them happy. However, there is a drawback to this, because there's also a universal algorithm for showing trending topics. And the desire to hook you into those more heavy engagement negative spaces still exists in the algorithm, and it will keep dangling that carrot in front of you. Finding content you are more and more likely to interact with that is going to make you mad, because here's the secret. You interact more and for longer when you are angry. And that's just science. That's just psychology, that's just science. If you see a picture, let's say you're scrolling Twitter, right? You're on Twitter, and you see a butt that you like. Say it's like a cute dog butt, a cute little corgi wagging its tail. You go, haha, I like that. You click on it, you give it the little heart, you give it the little retweet. You maybe go in and say, cute dog butt, LOL, looks like mine. Enter, done, scroll on. You have a positive thought, you go about your day. Now let's say you see something that gets your fucking goat. Let's say you see something that is wrong. Let's say you see somebody standing on a podium saying, trans people come from space and want to eat your cute corgi butt. This makes you mad. And let's say it makes you mad in a way that makes you feel a little bit of righteous anger. A little bit of that's wrong. Or maybe a little bit of, well, this person is engaging in bad faith. I would like to offer a counterpoint. I would like to correct this person, right? And this is where Twitter and Facebook make their money. Because you go in there, and it doesn't matter, it doesn't have to be trans, it doesn't have to be political. Could be a bad take about D&D, right? Wizards of the Coast did nothing wrong, and I dare somebody to explain to me why the OGL is so important. Okay? And it gets you in there, and so you go in there, you don't click like, you don't click retweet, but you type out a long thing. And you keep it on your screen for a long time because you want to choose your words carefully, right? Well, Twitter and Facebook both have technology that tracks the amount of time particular posts are on your screen. And that gets fed into the algorithm. And so that post got a longer impression time. That post got a longer interaction, a longer response. And if your response is something people don't agree with, it gets more responses as a result. So your post that got more replies, the algorithm learns to give you content that gets you posts that give more replies because that's what pleases the algorithm. And so it is more inclined over time, much like when I say ACAB, even if with the best of intentions, the system creates negativity inherently. It creates the problem for you because that's what gets your engagement. That's what gets the longer engagement time. That's what gives it more advertising revenue. And that's what the algorithm is rewarded for. Because it's a neural network algorithm. It's rewards and punishments, right? It gets a plus point when it gets more engagement. It gets a negative point when it doesn't. That's how it learns. And so if you're still on Twitter, if you're still on Facebook, and this is the thing about Facebook, also Facebook, Cambridge Analytica, you can look it up. It's science fact. It's not like tinfoil hat bullshit. They manipulated everybody's emotional states and political leanings. They did. During the 2016 election, they actually did. And it was proven. And it was science to back it up. And it was a deliberate thing that they did. And when they got to court, the court said, hey, you did this thing. And Facebook said, yeah. Of course we did. It's not illegal. It's in the terms of service. Everyone said, okay, I agree to this. And they threw the case out because it's legal to do that. It's fucking mind control and it's legal. There's no law against it. We all signed up for it. If you're not paying for a service, then you are the product being sold, gamer. Bisky is no exception. So anyway, my point is, get off of Facebook, get off of Twitter, and be aware of how much time you are spending on these things. Download one of those like site blocker extensions. Block Facebook, block Twitter. And I want you to check and see how often you are jump scared by the block site or that login screen because you're logged out. It's more than you think. It's more than you think. Anyway, sorry. I rambled a bit. I didn't read chat. Let me get caught up. Mystics are super underrated and should be in all campaigns. Yeah, I agree. That's a good take, Otis. We love mystics around here. Boy, do we love that. How well they fit into lore too. You spend more time interacting with it, it changes your feed. You're correct, Monkey. Also, hi, nice to see you. Let's see. Okay, Cutie Cow, you can be keeping awesome and charming. Gotta go to therapy, help the big cow set up stuff. Fan Blood, I don't know if you're still here, but I love you, and I thank you so much for coming in. It's nice to see you. Debate lording does no one any good, regardless of context. I think Giuseppe's really onto something, too. Also, hi, Sally, yes, welcome in. Hit me heifer. I'm using an old model today. Robot cowgirl for now, girl. Let's go. Giuseppe really hits on this. Debate lording helps nobody. Because, okay, put yourself in the shoes of a shitlord. Put yourself in the shoes of somebody who wants to be heard and seen and doesn't give a shit what anybody else thinks, right? And you go on Twitter and you type out, Elon Musk gave me a hand job and he's the best at it, right? Go ahead and type that on Twitter in your mind's eye. Be that person who typed that. And then you see a bunch of text pop up underneath it of, this sucks, actually. This is stupid. You already don't care. You posted about the world's worst hand job on Twitter. The world's worst self-driving hand job that crashed into a bunch of Chinese people during testing and then they put it on the roads anyway. You already said that. You knew you were going to get pushback. So somebody very carefully, delicately trying to break down why what you said was, you don't care. It's words on a screen. You're already living your life. You don't give a shit what these people think. So now put yourself in the other shoe. You are the person who is getting into a fight with a debate lord on Twitter. They don't care. No matter how well-formed your argument is, no matter how much evidence you pull up, they don't care. You're just words on a screen to them. They don't give a shit. On Twitter? You can meet them in the grocery store and slap them in the face with a wet trout. They wouldn't care why you did it. You would be the enemy to them. And that's all you ever are gonna be to them on Twitter, is the enemy. They're not gonna listen to you. Doesn't matter. You're not gonna change anybody's fucking mind on Twitter. So the best thing you can do, rather than debate lording, if you got something you want to say, is platform it yourself. Platform it yourself, say the things you're gonna say, the way you're gonna say them, and the people who give a shit are gonna come and listen, and the people who don't are not. But that is how you create influence. By being yourself, and being cool on your own, and not trying to tear down other people, even as well-deserved as it may be. Make your own damn content, and that's how you become an influencer. Let's see. Debate requires both parties engaging in good faith arguments and a desire to find truth, not be right. Well, that's really it, isn't it? But more than that, like, they don't care about us. They just don't. Thank you, Rusted Bartender, for the hydrate. Appreciate that. Also, hell yeah, Joey Wheeler official. It's a good use for Facebook. This model's really cute. Thank you very much. You can change my hair color with the ! hair color command if you put in a hex code. Engagement, positive or negative, is king on those platforms. The only way to win that game is not to play. It's like war games in there. The only winning move is not to play a curious game. The only winning move is not to play. You're trying to make a point when you're the punchline. That's well put. Well put. And as a trans woman in 2024, yes. Platform yourself. Swing your arms. Saying Elon Musk gave me a hand job would be a really funny thing to piss him off. Yeah, probably. There's only one man who had his Twitter account reinstated who could probably say that literally.
Shall we play a game?
No, Sliman, stop! We just won. Oh, you gotta put a hashtag in front of it. The syntax, it gotta have a hashtag. Vignon doesn't allow me to do any kind of like parsing or like, oh my god. The thingy where you can parse, syntax stuff. I love this blue so much. It's like basically Stormy Charger blue, and I'm okay with that. But yeah, that's it. Is that how you get it to reset to the default? The default color is just FFFFFF. It's just FFFFFF. So. How about a nice game? How about a nice game of chess, Misa Deluxe? Let's play chess. Hey gamers, I have a question for you. We were at the mall together like a month or two ago. And Misa and I went into a place where they had a chessboard out on display. And we both immediately were like, ooh, chess. And then we kind of looked at each other like, oh, do you play chess? Would y'all be interested if me and Miso just played chess together? Would that be a fun collab? Do people want to see VTubers play chess? Because I'm kind of into it. Also, a goated War Games reference in 2024. Thanks, Pneumonia. So I love chess, but you'd watch me and Miba collab for anything? That's pretty cool. I do like that. You'd be interested in a chess stream? I don't know the names of any openings, but I was in chess club in high school, so I don't talk about this a lot. I love strategy games. I play chess and I play Go. I learned Go in early college. And it was before Hikaru no Go was a thing, goddammit, Anime Club. It was before Hikaru no Go existed that I learned Go. I didn't learn it just because of the stupid manga that I never read. I actually really like it myself. I think it's a really fun game. I don't play at any kind of dan. I'm just an idiot in Go, but I did teach a bunch of people Go in my college anime club, so. You can even use your hair color to indicate which side of the board you're playing. I mean, that's true. I look kind of good blonde. Yeah, so maybe me and Misa play chess sometime, right? That's it. That's a pretty good hair color, Otis. Let's see. You're casual chess players. You like watching people who have actually had training play the game. I wouldn't call it training, just a lot of practice. Although this really saturated pink is pretty nice. I do like this one. I don't know, gamers. I might have to talk to my model artist about a hair color change. I don't know. I feel like I've asked for so much already. All bastards are cops are bastards. Yes. So to be clear, this is an intermittent mention of politics, my own personal beliefs. I encourage you to do your own research if any of these topics have resonated with you. I'm not here to platform. I'm here to tell you funny jokes and fill up your hearts, give you goofy stuff. These are my personal beliefs, so. Happy New Year, Cold Cat. Yeah, welcome in. What are we, 340? Oh man, it's good to be back, gamers. It's good to be back. I'm so happy to be streaming again. Woof. Is your current IRL hair color? No way. Pneumonia, you gave up a lot of smarts that you have in middle school to be social. You were able to find the balance, but you gave up on being secluded. Pneumonia, we share that. And I had a moment, Faded 7. Oh, nice. I had a moment when I was in middle school because I was trying to be the smartest kid in the world, right? I wanted to be super smart. And so I challenged myself. I tried to do everything by the book. I was very, very precise about things I was good at, like English, you know? The English language and proper grammar were very, very important to me as a child. And I realized that nobody likes to know it all. Nobody likes to be made to feel stupid. And people connecting socially don't care if you're smart. They care if you're nice, right? And I didn't know how to be nice. I just knew how to be smart. And so at a certain point, I said to myself, well, maybe I should stop trying to be smart and start trying to be nice. And I was a little late to that discovery. But, oh, that goes really nice with the yellow. Look at that. Yeah, you gotta learn to be nice. It's not about being smart, it's about being nice. It's good to be smart. It's cool to be smart. You know, you can do smart stuff. I'm not smart anymore. I got brain damage. I don't think like I used to. So the choice was made for me anyway. But, ooh. Oh, nice classic brown. As a brunette? That's kind of interesting. I like the duality of it. It's kind of earthy. Kind of earthy cow tone. This is me when I'm on the farm. You always made honor roll from middle up into graduating college. I did up until my junior year of high school, when I started realizing how miserable I was because of my unresolved gender identity problems, and how hateful everybody was. And I was getting my ass kicked at home and at school. I was getting a lot of physical violence. And I had some stuff happen my junior year that was very bad. And I started flunking out. I did flunk out of college twice. So now I'm a VTuber, so stay in school, kids. You used to be gifted in elementary, and then that immediately crashed and burnt the moment you hit middle school. Gifted kid to burned out adult pipeline? Yeah, no, I'm with you. I'm with you. There was a kid in Gifted and Talented who was a son of a school administrator who was a huge bully who used to beat the hell out of me, like physically. But he was in Gifted and Talented because he was the son of the school administrator. So he used to like kick me under the table in GT. We're gonna be playing with the hair color all stream. Please do! Please do, I'm very proud of it actually. I finally learned how to do it. How to like programmatically change a color value in a shader. And I've linked it up to the Twitch chat. I'm proud of that. I think that's pretty cool. You got both ISS and OSS? Yeah, oh yeah, me too. Me too a lot. You did GATE for a year. I don't know what GATE is, but I assume it's Gifted and Talented something, right? We just called it GT when I was in school. This is a long time ago for me, but you rode that wave a bit longer. You burnt out in high school. Yeah, me too. 42069. Ah! You missed the an OL in there, Otis. You think you're only surviving college because you're an art major and it's hands-on, which is how you like to learn because it keeps you in focus. So I went to college first for programming, and you have to do calculus to get a programming degree. And ooh, look at that! I look like a fucking punk rocker. Let's go. Kind of into that. I went to school for programming first. And I did pretty well up until the calculus requirement. I failed calculus. And then they downgraded me to college algebra, and I failed that. And then eventually, during my like 3rd year of a 2-year degree, I took a remedial course over the summer, and then I passed college algebra with a D. So I'm not good at math, you guys. And so I couldn't do programming, and I was like, but I want to make video games. What's the next best thing? Art. I like art. I'll learn about art. I don't have the dedication to the craft to be an artist. I don't draw enough. I get bored so quickly while I'm drawing that I don't like keep it up. So, but I did go to art school for 3 years too. Dun, 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 dun. Your most stupid reason you got punished was for defending yourself in school. I mean, they don't want you to defend yourself. They want you to just take it, you know. But it's not about you or what's right. It's about protecting the school from lawsuits. So, you know, like human resources as an adult, human resources exists not to protect you, but to protect the company. So, you know. You wish you went to college now because you're just struggling to get a job, so you'll probably go to college next year. It's a path to getting a job, Crow. It is. It's expensive. It's good to get the education regardless, because you'll live a more enriched life if you know more things, right? But it's not the best path to getting a job, I'll tell you that. Depending on what field you're getting into, find an in-demand field that you can stomach if you want to get a job, and then go for that. Because like the fields that I was in for, they outsource most of the programming jobs overseas, and then art. So you know. College algebra helped you understand programming. Yeah, I mean, it's basic algebra, right? The way variables work in programming is just algebra. So you did computer science, but then realized, wait, that's not it either. Lo and behold, you went into cybersecurity and graduated. Pneumonia, I love cybersecurity. I think it's so cool. I wanted to learn how to hack. I know a lot about computers. I do. I was 8 when I programmed my first program. I was 8 years old. I had a friend whose dad was a computer teacher, and he encouraged me to get into it. And so he showed me where on the computer to find a program called QBasic, which came with the operating system. It came with the old DOS. And I edited Gorilla.Bass was my first program as a kid, and it worked, and I was so happy. And so I've known computers. They've been like a second language to me since I was very little. And I hate computers. I really hate computers. They're so stressful. They constantly break. All the fiddly bits of hardware compatibilities. I hate it. I don't like it. I don't like them. Thank you for the head pats. But I know them very well. And I always thought cybersecurity would be a good fit, right? But the tech industry is very unkind to women in general, and as a trans woman, back then at least, would not have been a strong choice for me. You didn't do great in the programming sense, but oh no, your dad is yelling at the TV again. Oh, you bought an Elden Ring? Oh my god, that's so exciting. You love making text adventures in QBasic. I made a game, I made a Starbase management sim. That was like the first like finished thing I made. But also in QBasic, when I learned how to do triple buffering, I made a Zelda 2 clone at one point. I made like a single screen Zelda 2 clone. I was really proud of myself, so. The hair color thing is gonna become addictive. Yeah, I'm gonna have to find some way to integrate it into the new model. You miss your old job sometimes because nuclear physics is neat, but fuck being in the military. I mean, hardcore photography, yes. I had a friend, we'll call her Melody, who went into the military as trans woman, as closeted trans woman. And she was dishonorably discharged. No, I think she was honorably discharged because she had a full mental breakdown and held up her CO with a gun and had a full freak out because she was being mistreated. I think she got honorably discharged with mental health concerns. So, yeah, fuck being in the military. Everybody I've ever known who's gone into it has hated it. They make a lot of promises and then they won't keep them, and then you get programmed to be somebody that you're not. God, the thought of basic training. Fuck that. Okay, you're just talking to each other there. I don't need to respond to that. You've always been known as the computer kid since you played video games. Meanwhile, you hate working with computers and failed your computer science class. I mean, you're the video game kid. That's different. Right? Like Aaron Hansen. I'm the video game boy. I'm the one who wins. Yeah. So the best of my knowledge, she's living in New York somewhere. She's doing all right. She fell in with a new group of people. She was like intensely neurodivergent. And she had a serious amount of trauma. She lived with me for a while. Prin actually knows who I'm talking about. Because we shared a room together for a while and Prin was over my house a lot. My friend, we'll call her Melody. She lived with me for a while. We took her in and her family was abusive, so. But your partner was in the Navy. She was medically discharged during training, and to this day, she still labels it the worst time in her life. Yeah, no joke. No joke, for sure. But yeah, that's kind of the vibes anyway. They have like embedded mental health professionals in the shipyard and shit, but they aren't there to help you. They're either to clear you for duty or get you charged with malingering. Yeah, that's what I've heard as well, Fatagan. It's very much there as like a means to prevent the military from getting sued. But gamers, it's like 5:30. We're getting close to 6 p.m. here. I'm actually kind of doing okay, and I could probably go for longer. But I do have plans tonight. And it means I gotta get food. Maybe we're gonna do cooking or get a pizza or something. I don't know what the plan is. So we gotta start planning the plan. But thank you so much for the head pats. I'm gonna beg you to please stick around for the raid. Please stick around for the raid because I love dropping a big number on people and I love introducing you to cool people. I do, Lexi. I do have plans without you. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I made plans. I didn't know you wanted to make plans today, so I made plans with other people. That blue with the yellow looks excellent. Look at that color combo. I love this. Listen, if I didn't already have a vibe, it looks extraordinary. It clashes a bit with my dress, but whatever. The original dress this character wore was red, which would clash worse. You're gonna order Hesper a pizza? I mean, God, I would kill for a pizza right now. I don't know. I've got to be careful with my money right now. Because I have a bunch of expenses that I need to pay, so. Thanks for streaming. Thank you for coming, Techie. Honestly. And again, I'm not gonna do a partner push. I don't really want to like artificially inflate my numbers and then have them drop right back down. But if you ever want to get Hesper what she wants, number one, you can indulge her, specific desires if you happen to know what those are. But I will say, if you ever want to get Hesper what she wants specifically, how high did we get on this? 106. All right, that's about 30%. If you ever want to get Hesper what she wants, lurk me. Give me that sweet, sweet number. Hang out in my chat. Even if you're not watching.
New 50 Ko-fi donation from Look Wastan. Get a pizza.
Fatagan, thank you. You didn't have to do that, dude. What the fuck? Thank you so much. That's so huge of you. Holy shit. I don't deserve y'all. What the hell? Thank you very much, Fatagan. I'm gonna share that with my friends tonight. I hope you know that. I'm gonna share that with my friends tonight. We're gonna get fucking pizza. It's gonna be great. Oh my god, we can go to P&P's. LMD. Sorry, I got too excited. Okay. There's a reason. It's a bit of a hike, but I will post Slice. Please bet I will post Slice. Anyway. Okay. Hold on. Let me find out who's streaming right now. Twitch.tv. Let's see who's streaming tonight. Let's see who can follow up and maybe hang out into the new year a little bit. Whoa, Taeyu, wait. We haven't rated Taeyu in a really long time, you guys. We did the visualization today. I feel like Taeyu's a really good choice. How long has he been live? Okay, so Taeyu the Goat, very, very cool streamer, very, very cool VTuber. Taeyu is a mental health aligned streamer. Super chill. He has an incredible voice. Is a really, really genuinely kind person. Is trying to build a community that focuses on mental health and the encouragement of good mindfulness practices and good health practices. So we're gonna raid over to Taeyu. He's also really fun and funny and can sometimes be a little cursed. So go have a good time with Taeyu. Raid Taeyu the Goat VT. I love this dude. He's one of my comfort streamers, and I hope he becomes one of yours. Happy New Year, everybody. There are more people in here than I thought there were. Thank you so much for being here, gamers. Thank you so much for coming and helping boost the community. And holy shit, nice. That is the nicest raid we have ever thrown. I don't have a raid message. Sometimes I like to do a raid message, but usually speaking, I prefer it. The best raid message you can give, and let me take my true form for this. My final true form. The best raid message you can give is to say something nice about the streamer or their content. Talk about something that they're doing, so engage with the thing that they're presenting to you that they want you to engage with. That's my favorite message. And if you click in and you do accept the chat rules and say something in their chat after a raid, you get more channel points over here as well. So if you want to throw stuff at my face, you can turn those channel points into rupees by saying something nice to Taeyu and celebrating the new year with a goat. But we'll be posting some stuff in the Positivity Discord. Please keep an eye on the Discord. Please keep an eye on my Bisky. I'll be here tomorrow on this channel with Positivity for some Pico Park 2. And then Thursday, we'll be live over on Carnage's channel for some more Bread and Fred. Maybe the conclusion? I don't know. But I love y'all very much. I will see you next time. Thank you for being here. I love you. Mwah. Happy New Year, everybody. It worked. Hesper, all your forms are so pretty. Yeah, my tits are bigger than usual, buddy. That's a little secret for you if you're watching the VOD.